Longview's Lobo Stadium. It is playoff time, the bi-district round of the 2023 playoffs here at 5A Division I. Chuck Zach and Keaton Daniels coming at you live this afternoon as we are just minutes away, I say this evening, minutes away from starting the playoffs. Finally, a long 11 weeks worth of football from where we started to where we are. And now it feels like it's for real.
Yeah, this is my favorite time of the year. It's put up or shut up time. This is win or go home. You win, you stay alive. Everything you do up until this point doesn't matter because if you lose, the season is over with. But Lobo Nation, man, we show up in numbers and we live for these moments. And Coach Caney has these boys fired up, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Lobos had a really nothing to play for game a week ago. They really took care of business over the last few weeks leading up to that. Wins over Lancaster 40 and McKinney North in 3 of 4 weeks in a row. They really were situated where they knew they were going to be a home team, a first seed. They haven't really had a crunch time game to have to worry about playing really since, I guess, October 21st. We've been a full 3 weeks since they've had to be in a game that really could have changed some of the fortunes. But as a friend of mine says, it's playoffs now, and that means it's a crying game. Somebody's going to cry at the end of the night tonight.
Absolutely. This is the moment where big plays are made, moments last a lifetime. I guarantee you're going to be 20 years from now still remembering what happened during the high school playoffs, and it doesn't matter what round it is.
Boy,
it's sweet.
You say that. We're sitting out in the room next door to us talking about old playoffs, and the Lobos have only had 2 by-district round losses since John King has been here. Unfortunately, you lived one of those.
Yeah, that's not my claim to fame. That's one of my lowest moments of being the Lobos, losing the first round to a South Garland team that, man, 9 times out of 10, if we play them, we will beat them. And we just so happened just that day we came out flat as can be. Man, we had to go to overtime with them, and we just didn't have it. So shout out to them. They knocked us out of the playoffs. But man, I remember vividly having to be picked up and carried off the field because I just couldn't believe my Lobo career was over.
Do you remember that game more than any other you played?
Oh, absolutely. I can still tell you scenarios, play by play, what happened. I can tell you exactly what I was doing, what my reads were that game, who I was responsible for. I can tell you what he did. Nothing.
Really? But you know what? At the end of the game, he can tell what you were doing.
Absolutely. But and to tell you, and I don't mean to toot my own horn. He was one of the first ones to come to me after the game and pick me up and gave me the biggest hug and tell me that that I can do some good things, that I can play football. And we had our respect for each other. Man, he can run. I think he ended up going to LSU for track. The kid was special.
Yeah,
the kid was special.
We don't want that to happen to these guys tonight because that's the worst case scenario, obviously. And we're going to put that one way off on the back burner. It's like bad thoughts go away.
Yeah, we have to talk about it now and get rid of it.
That's
so
right.
We start out with the bad, and let's start with let's go to the good now.
Well, the opponent tonight is out of New Caney. It's the Porter Spartans. They were the 4th place team out of 8 5A. They're in a pretty, I'm not going to say great district, but a pretty solid at the top district. An awful lot maybe like 7-5A, where LaPorte, Barbers Hill, Port Arthur Memorial all seem to be bunched as pretty good football teams, beat each other a little bit. It wasn't one dominant team like there was Longview in our district. There were a bunch of Forney, Lancaster, McKinney North kind of teams.
Yeah, that district seemed to be very competitive, like you said at the top. A lot of good games were being played, and quite frankly, made watching some of their games kind of fun this year.
Well, the Spartans come in with an overall record of 7-3. They were 6-2 in their district. They got a 3-game winning streak coming in. Now, the last loss they really had that matters was to Goose Creek Memorial, which is, to a LaPorte, rather, who they lost to by a couple of touchdowns. LaPorte's Bulldogs ended up being the district champion, but take that one loss off the books. They won 5 of their last 6 games. They're a team that comes in feeling good about themselves. They've got a coach who's, He's been around the program for a while. He was the offensive coordinator until he got this job 3 years ago. They've been moving this thing in a forward direction of trying to become consistent, a playoff team, somebody you got to reckon with a little bit. They had a really good running back a couple of years ago. They got a pretty good quarterback who's that running back's younger brother. But they have not had sustained success like the Lobos had. In fact, they're playing their 6th ever playoff game.
Yeah, watching this team, they look like they're a team that's playoff caliber team. They can definitely play. The quarterback, he does great things. I believe he's one of the most dynamic quarterbacks that we've played that we're going to face all season. So as the Lobos is running out, they got their hands full. They got their hands full in stopping him tonight, the quarterback.
We may have a fast game today. Neither one of these teams likes to throw that much, and maybe we found a team that likes to throw it less than we do.
That's for sure. So the good thing about us, if we can get them in a passing down and make them predictable, I believe that's a win in our favor.
Well, we were sitting up here a little bit earlier talking about if indeed Peyton Evans Pickens, their quarterback, has to throw the football, there's going to be opportunities for a very deep and very talented Longview secondary to get their hands on some footballs. And we're kind of making some side wager here about who may get the first one. You like Willie, I like Buddha, but take your pick. There could be any one of about 6 guys that could be getting one.
And the good thing about it, it's not just 2 guys. It's the whole secondary group.
Yep.
Those guys, as soon as they see that ball in the air, they're turning into receivers, and they're doing the best job that they can to try to get the ball back to the offense, or if not, go score it themselves too.
They're going to have the Lobos are going to have assignment football against a triple option team tonight. You're going to have to stay your assignment. You're true to your assignment, you're going to be able to shut this thing down, and you make them very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
If you do not stay true to your assignment with a triple option offense, you can have trouble.
Absolutely. The big thing about triple option, man, you got to play assignment football. You got to play fast football, because one mistake and boom, they can go 60, 70 yards on you really, really quickly. They'll make you tackle them in space, and if they make you miss, those big games can eat you up real quick.
And they are not big. They are small. They are small linemen. Just the guys we could get sizes on. The middle of their offensive line goes 255, 245, 210.
Yeah.
They're just not that big. Their tight end goes about 225. Their running backs go 160, 165 pounds. The quarterback, 195-pounder. He's the biggest guy probably on the offensive side. And they're not much bigger on defense. In fact, they're running a 165-pound nose tackle. Oh, they're small, but they're quick.
Yeah, they play with a lot of speed. They try to beat you with their speed instead of beating you with size or physicality. Just rally to the ball. And you see a lot of guys that play both ways too for this group as well.
Of course, this is going to be the week when we see 7A, 7-5A, and 8-5A playing each other across the board. So tonight the Lobos have the Spartans. Our second place team, McKinney's going to have Barbers Hill. Forney's going to have Port Arthur Memorial. Lancaster's going to play LaPorte. So we're going to see a lot tonight about how good 7-5A has been all year as they match up against a pretty solid 8-5A. Very competitive matchups this week.
Absolutely. So being in our district, man, you root for those teams, especially going against other teams, because you want to make you feel good about yourselves too, as well as beating good teams, especially if they can go on and beat everybody in their district.
We want to know we got the best district in the state.
That's
How about
for sure.
that?
That's for sure.
I will start with that.
That's for sure.
Lobos obviously come in hot. They have won 9 in a row. They lost the season opener against McKinney. A mistake-filled game for penalties, but since then they have been on fire. 9 wins in a row. John King got his 220th victory of his career last week on the win over West Mesquite. The defense, which we had mentioned a little bit, has 3 shutouts. Nobody has scored more than 35 on the Lobos, and that was Lancaster in an 18-point loss to Longview. After that one, 23, which was the season opener against McKinney. This defense has been outstanding. You know, you start to wonder, were they as good as last year's? Lobos right now are giving up just under 10.5 points a game. They were first in every appreciable defensive category this year in the district. First in runs allowed, rushing yards allowed, first in passing yards allowed, first in total yards allowed. They were forcing almost 5.5 punts a game. The defense is just a lot like last year.
Yeah.
Last year's defense didn't let anybody score in the fourth quarter until the very end of the year. This year's defense hasn't been that dominant, but they have been very solid, and they have been a great complementary piece to this offense.
Yeah, you got a lot of kids that are 3-year starters in this group, and so and it's showing. They have been the strength of our team, in my opinion, that this whole season. They have played every single game the same exact way. Led a couple of games where it started out a lot of teams or a lot of plays got from them, but they was able to hone in and get stops when they needed to, especially second halves. Just go back to the first game of the year. Yeah. They didn't lose us that game.
Nope.
They kept us in there. They was making stops. They would bend it but not breaking. But they was just making plays for you to keep your team in the game, and you look for them to carry that on, especially in the playoffs. Everybody always says offense wins you games, but really it all takes place on the defense. They win you championships. They win you championships.
All right, we're going to be quiet now. We're going to bring the flag corps up and get the national anthem going. We'll get you back here for the kickoff and give you the starting lineups here in just a couple of minutes, as we are coming at you live here on Longview Game Day.
In the United States Armed Forces. They have chosen the sacrifice of self to serve their country and protect our freedoms. And tonight, we show them our gratitude with a moment of silence. Thank you. And now the Lobo Band will play our national anthem.
Outstanding as always.
High School JROTC color guard are Cadet First Lieutenant Jeremiah Gutierrez, Cadet Captain Alexa Ruiz, Cadet First Lieutenant Seth Stroman, Cadet First Sergeant Kelvana Shepard. And marching with the colors tonight is the Lobo Battalion Commander, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Rebecca Resendez, and the Lobo Battalion Command Sergeant Major Josu Santa Cruz.
All righty, we spent a lot of time talking about the defense as we're here in the pregame. Certainly the offense, not quite as dynamic as a year ago. When you lose a Jalen Hale, you're going to be that way. But Taylor Tatum comes in with 1,244 yards. He is quickly getting up to the 4,000-yard mark. He will reach that if he can pick up 80 yards today. He is the number 2 rusher all-time for the school. He's the number 1 touchdown scorer and touchdown rusher all-time for the school. He has certainly held up his end. We've seen Boosie Washington, who the last 5 or 6 weeks has become a dynamic part of this offense, and starting to see a pretty nice little combination at quarterbacks with Andrew Tutt. And last week we saw Maverick Rowe threw for more than 200 yards. The offense has done enough to win. Now the question becomes, can you stay away from penalties?
Absolutely. That's been the arch nemesis, especially the way that you ended the season with a lot of penalties. You want to clean that up. You want to get to the point where you're playing ahead of downs. You don't want to make it a penalty game to where it causes you to be able to go home. You want to be able to do everything right to be able to go forward.
All right, so we can see out there, we actually did the coin toss before the game, but Porter won the toss. They'll defer to the second half. The Lobos will start on offense, and so here's how they'll line up. Fernando Longoria, 240-pound junior at left tackle. Jacoby Watts, 245-pound senior at left guard. Tavion Morgan, 265 senior at center. Jamorion George, 295 junior at right guard. And Cameron Murray, the 280-pound senior at right tackle. Cedric Mitchell, 195-pounder as a starter at tight end. DK Reese, 165-pound senior, and Ethan Harrison, 170-pound senior, are the receivers. We have Andrew Tutt, the 5'10", 165-pound senior at quarterback. Combination of fullbacks, either Mason Washington, the sophomore, or Buster Mumphrey, the junior, getting the start tonight. Taylor Tatum, the 6', 200-pound senior, will be the tailback for Chris Valerie and the offensive coaching staff for the Lobos.
I would love to see us, with us receiving the ball, love to get started fast and get started early and often right now. Coach King is looking to answer that too as well, especially the way we've been slow out the gate the last couple of weeks. So it'd be good to get us started and get us going early tonight.
All right, Lobos will line up to the left. Taylor Tatum and Kelvin Washington are back around the 15-yard line. We're ready to go. The white-clad and red-helmeted Spartans of Porter High, and it's a high, short kick. That's grabbed by Mason Lundy. He'll take it out to about the 40-yard line, and that's where the Lobos will begin. The kicker, Vincente Casaldaderi, and he kicks it short. Lobos will have a great start at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, giving us about 60 yards to go to get paid dirt, man. We would take that every single time. So starting out in great field position is not something that they wanted to put us in, but it pushed it just a little too short for us to be able to get us going.
Well, I think the thought is I'd rather have him at the 40 than run in the other way. If Boosie gets the ball or Taylor gets the ball, that's harder to control.
True.
All right, so here we'll start. Man in motion is Taylor Tatum. He'll get the jet sweep handoff on the first play and avoids a tackler. There's a flag, however. It falls at about the 38-yard line, and this is probably going to be walking backward as Taylor ran for about 17 yards.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call a block in the back here, I believe, on DK Reese. His man got inside of him, and he didn't want him to make a play. He just got the backside of him, and the refs called it.
We fussed about penalties at the beginning. You're going to have those kind of penalties, and you can't freak out about those. Those are penalties trying to make things happen. The ones that are the killer for us are the pre-snap penalties that start sending you backward before you even get a ball off the turf. And
that's true. You definitely you can live with these because there's an action to play. But you don't want to. You hate to have to start your first play off and you get a 10-yard penalty. You're facing 1st and 20 early.
So back to the 30-yard line on the penalty by the Lobos.
Taylor, after that big run, takes this play off here.
Mason Washington is the back to the left of Andrew Tutt. He'll get the carry right up the middle, and he'll go for 5 to the 35-yard line. Now, the defensive line, Aaron Aguirre is 42, Abraham Rojas is 40, and the nose tackle we talked about is Carlos Ruiz. He is 165 pounds at 5'8". Linebackers, Cameron Sims is 25, Ethan Mills is 24. They're the outsiders. Inside, Sean Ingram, number 8, and Ryan Gilliam, number 9. Gilliam, 135 tackles this year. He was the leading tackler last year. He goes 225 pounds as a senior.
He's a big kid here. He definitely passes the eyeball test. You can tell he's their leading tackler by his size alone.
Tut back to pass. He's got a man, and they go short, and it's dropped by Taylor Tatum. I'll tell you what, he had Ethan Harrison behind everybody, and I know that was a play designed to go outside, but if Chris Valerie and the staff is looking, if Harrison had broken this to the inside, there wasn't a Spartan within 15 yards of him.
Yeah, Taylor just took off running before he can look the ball in. That's a play that 9 times out of 10 he catches. We just got to look it in and be able to get us going. That brings up a 3rd and long, unfortunately, for us.
So 3rd down and 15 coming up now for the Lobos. Cornerbacks are 5, Darvell Allen, 11, Mayron Lewis. Safeties are 6, Zach Boudreau, and 4, Ian Hitchens. And this one thrown away by Andrew Tutt. He had pressure all over him, a couple of those defensive linemen. And there's that 5'8", 165 nose tackle, number 41, Carlos Ruiz, who got through the Lobo line and put the pressure on, and it's a penalty and then a 3 and out.
Yeah, it looks like they had a little bit of a stunt call. They was able to get a defensive end and be able to come in untouched, make Tutt get rid of the ball very quickly. He just threw the ball where nobody was at. He was just protecting himself from getting a sack.
All right, Anthony Monsalveas kicking this one. It rolls over, hits at the 25-yard line. Big hop. And then takes a Lobo bounce all the way to the 14. If they get a little breeze, maybe the 13-yard line.
All right, not the ideal start that you wanted for the Lobos. Going 3 and out. First play with the penalty, just got them behind. Looking forward to the defense answering this and doing the same thing that the Caney team did and getting them off the field as well to give our offense another opportunity.
So they'll mark it down back at the 13-yard line. And that's where it'll be 1st down and 10 now for the Spartans. Here's how they're going to line up tonight. We're going to have to keep an eye on the quarterback in particular. That is number 1, Peyton Evans Pickens. He's a 195-pound senior. And if they're running the option like they do here, he's going to be the guy you have to contain. He'll go for about 3. Make it a 2nd down and 7.
And right on cue there, he's a guy, he's able to find the hole real quick. And he can hit it. He can hit it up fast. So you got to watch him. You got to be able to tackle him in space and get him down quickly.
Their offensive line: Marco Guerrera, left tackle; Gabe Castile, right guard, or left guard rather. Excuse me. Hector Flores is the center. Sebastian Lara is the right guard, and Aiden Gutierrez is the right tackle. Adrian Estrada, the tight end. He's 22. Receivers are 15. Aaron Gilliam, who was last year's quarterback, and 13. Hudson Martin. You can look for 21, Keanu Palmer, number 5, Darvell Allen. And there's the quarterback again. Not much happening there, and they're going to pull him down. As I think Chase Smith, the first guy to get to him. That's going to be a loss back to about the, let's see, where they're going to mark this. Maybe the 11, 10-yard line.
And that was an excellent job by the defense. Anytime they had the offense running sideways, man, they're in trouble. And that was an excellent job by Chase Smith coming off their block and being able to make the tackle in the backfield and getting this team going backwards and getting them in a long 3rd and long situation. It's somewhere that they don't want to be. So they don't like to throw the ball often, like we said earlier. So making them throw it is definitely to our advantage.
3rd and 12 now. Defensive lines: Arius Shepard, Billy Smith on the ends, Arion Harper in the middle. Quarterback rolling to his left, setting. He's going to throw one. Willie Nelson got the first pick of the game. I owe you $1, and he's going to take it all the way to the house.
Hey, this was remnants of the situation last year where Willie caught an interception in the first drive of the game, and he took it back to the house. So deja vu here. Willie Nelson getting another pick 6 and taking it to the house. That's a guy, once he gets the ball, he's definitely taking it to the house. He has bad intentions on scoring 6 every time.
Oh, I have a feeling I got played here. Little inside information as there's a quick pick 6. Comes with 8:47 left to play in the first quarter. Lobos offense couldn't get on the board. The defense does. And Willie gets interception number 17. That is 4 this year. And the Oklahoma State commit just keeps on piling up the numbers.
I got to tell you, when I watched the first couple of plays, watching him lined up at safety, I was like, I'm not going to win this one. He's not going to get an interception. And when they got the 3rd and long and he lined up at cornerback, and when I saw the type of routes that was being thrown out there, I knew it was over.
All right, we'll take a break. Monsalveas with the point after. Lobos up 7-0 here on Game Day.
And now at Orr, we want to buy your used vehicle and we'll give you guaranteed top dollar for yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new vehicle at Orr Cadillac GMC in Longview.
Well, welcome back. That was a very quick turn of events, and if you're the Spartans from Porter High School in New Caney, you're going to kind of blink hard and go, all right, what just happened? And what happened was second down.
Yes.
Second down led to the Lobos getting that touchdown. The loss from what had been a 4-yard first down gain, and it was second down and 6. You lose, 7-8 yards. Yep. Now you have to throw on 3rd and 12. It led to a Lobo touchdown just like that.
Yeah, I see that play probably getting thrown out. You're not going to see them running that much because we're a team that has a lot of speed as well. And if you're running sideline or try to stretch us, good luck. We're going to be able to stretch the edge and be able to get you and contain you and, come off our blocks and get tackles for losses just like we did on that play.
Let's talk about the rest of the defense for the Lobos. Jamerson Derensberg, Chase Smith, the outside backers, Kason Brooks, Brendan Reese, the junior inside backers. Brendan had a huge game last week, 15 tackles in the win over West Mesquite. Jaden Simmons, number 9, Javion Robertson, 28 are the corners. We've already seen Willie Nelson, number 6, Buda Garrett, number 10 are the other starters in the secondary. We've seen a lot this year of 12 Brian Peoples and 21 Thomas Roel as well. All right, so with a 7-0 lead, now you got to worry if you're Billy Russell and the Spartans. If we can't run and we can't throw, this is going to be a long night. They got to establish the run.
Absolutely right.
Chase Smith was not on the field when they got ready to start, and now they're going to have to run him on late, and they're going to get a 5-yard penalty. And I'm not sure where Chase was. Starting defense is out there.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what was going on either. Hopefully.
Well, they burned a timeout to save the penalty.
Yeah.
So the Lobos take their first one, 8:47 left to play in the quarter. As they had 10 men on the field, you're missing your outside linebacker. And again, you kind of wonder, it's not like it was a substitution thing. It's the first play of the new series. Chase should have been out there. He was not. They burn a timeout.
Yeah, so looking like coaches are not fussing at him. So I'm not sure if they was quite understanding the personnel that was being thrown out there.
Or he may have had an equipment issue.
Yeah, could have been for sure.
Yeah. We're speculating from up here. All we know is he's the guy that came running on the field late, and so he's the one we get to target and say, Chase, why weren't you on the field?
Right.
We remind you as well, feel free to hop on with us here on Facebook, on YouTube. We love your comments. We love to spend time engaging with you. Let us know where you're from, what class you're from, who you're rooting for, what great thing Keaton just said that you want to make sure everybody sees. Whatever it is, feel free to join us. Chuck Zach and Keaton Daniels here on Longview Game Day. All right, out of the timeout, we'll get ready to try again.
One thing to watch too, you always want to look and see where their tight end and their fullback. A lot of times when they're on the same side, as a giveaway that they're going to their side. So you definitely want to keep an eye on that.
They go fullback this time, nothing doing. Oh my goodness, the Lobos are right now just eating up every part of that triple option. We said at the beginning, this is going to be assignment football day, and sure enough it was. Harper and Smith combining for the tackle as They throw that one into nothing.
Yeah, the good thing about the triple option, we see this during the springtime when the ones go against each other. So this is something that I wasn't worried about too much because we see it live all the time. If they try to get physical with us, that's the way that we like it. That's the way that we play. And game on. Let's go with it.
Landon Binford on the carry that time. Late pitch on the option and nothing doing. You can't be late against the Lobos. That was a little delayed pitch that time by Evans Pickens and nothing doing.
You can definitely tell that the quarterback was thinking one play, everybody else is kind of running something else. So when you're not on the same page against this defense, it's going to be trouble early on.
Yeah, the carrier that time, number 5, Darvell Allen, he's going to take a loss of 2 as the defensive combination of Willie Nelson, Zarius Shepard blew that one up. So now here you go again, 3rd down and 11. Passing situation. This time straight drop and then a roll. looking. Chase Smith giving chase. He's in some trouble, and now he'll make an ill-advised throw again into the field of play, and got very lucky that the Lobos didn't get an interception out of it, because a couple of them thought they should have had it.
Yeah, I think there was Peoples there. You had three defenders over there, and he just threw it up for grabs to try to throw it to his guy. He's going to find out real quick. That could have been easily turnover for number 2 tonight.
Yeah.
And so he got away with that one.
Javion Robertson in particular was the guy who was closest to the action, and we've seen so far 3rd and long is not a good recipe for the Spartans, and they face 4th and 11 now. Willie Nelson will go back to about the 40-yard line.
And I tell you what, he's feeling good, especially after getting that interception and scoring. He's not looking to fair catch this one.
Left-footed punter off the side of the left foot and past the Lobos on the sideline. Almost got some of the cheerleaders over here with a very short punt. And Longview's going to start in great position again. Aaron Gilliam, the left-footed punter, just missed that off the side of his foot. So a punt that he kicked at the 24-yard line is going to go out of bounds at the 40, a 16-yard punt.
I tell you what, here with the ball right here on the 40, I wouldn't be surprised if we come out here in the play action and just get us one real quick here. Excellent field position.
I'm okay with that. Let's try that.
Excellent field position here.
All right, handoff, stretch. Taylor Tatum, nice move, gets away from a man, got a first down, got a little more, lowers the shoulder, out of bounds at around the 15-yard line, and here comes a late, way high up in the air flag on a little extracurricular push in between Taylor and one of the defenders, and that's the safety over there, number 4, that tangled up with Taylor. That is Ian Hitchen.
Chuck, if you don't know, Taylor just told you we're in the playoffs. I'm not running out of bounds for nothing. I'm gonna make you feel every single time that I'm running the ball here.
Now you heard some of that. Taylor Tatum did not get called for that. Ian Hitchen did. They'll move the ball half the distance, so they'll put it down at the 5-yard line, where it's going to be first and goal for Longview.
Yeah, Taylor's coming out. He's just having a little helmet issue. He's looking to get that fixed. So if you're not seeing him out there, that's the reason why he is okay. He's just needing to get his helmet fixed.
First run for him, good for 30. Handoff. And Mason, is that Mason or Boosie?
There's Boosie there.
Boosie in the end zone. I saw the 2 flash by. The 0 exposed itself as he goes in the end zone. And the Lobos quickly have a 13-0 lead with 7:02 left to play in the first quarter.
Making quick work of it when you put the ball on the 40. You got a touch pass here or reverse handoff to Boosie. He's going to take it to the house every single time, because that's the guy, every time he touches the ball, he's looking to score. 10 yards out, my bet is every time he gets it, he's going to score.
5-yard touchdown run, his 10th of the season. Monsaveas on for the point after. Anthony hits it. 14-0 Lobos. We are not even 5 minutes into this one. 2-score lead. We'll take a break here on Game Day.
When I was a child, one of my favorite Bible stories was David and Goliath. Sadly, if you or your loved ones are involved in an accident, the insurance company and the lawyers who represent them are Goliath. For over 25 years, myself and my partner Marty Young have stood between you and Goliath. The insurance companies know the difference between Godarzi and Young and all others. We hope you never need us, but if you do, we're here to help.
All righty, welcome back. 2 plays, 40 yards, 30-yard run, 5-yard or half the distance penalty, and a 5-yard touchdown run for Kelvin Boosie Washington. And the Lobos are up by a couple of scores and look dominant already.
Look dominant. Looking like the team that we wanted to see, especially to start out this game. They're definitely answering the question in my eyes. You just want to continue this dominance and continue to keep going forward with it.
All right, we'll try it again. Monsaveas with the kickoff. This one a line drive off the shoulder pads. One of the return men. He's going to go back inside the 5 to get it. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Excellent stop there by Kason Brooks, number 31. There was the excellent tackle in the open field. The returner was looking like he was about to break it loose, but he comes out of nowhere, Casey Brooks, and he makes the tackle to get them inside of their 20 to start this drive off with.
Yeah. Darvell Allen may not want to get the ball again. He didn't catch it clean to begin with. And then when he did catch the ball, or did catch up to the ball, he decided, I'm going to try to take off with it. And as you said, Casey Brooks made short work of that. So it's going to be first down back at the 14, maybe the 15-yard line. And on first down, they're going to try going to Allen, and nothing doing. They just string that out and push him out of bounds after no gain. It'll be second down and 10.
If you got to bounce it, you're going to be in trouble. As you're not going to be able to get to that edge fast enough for us, because we're a defense that runs to the ball and we runs the strength. That was an excellent tackle there by Willie Nelson, playing the safety spot on the early downs.
Actually, Maron Lewis, who was the tailback that time. And again, Lobos having a little substitute issues. Thomas Royal started in, comes back off the field. Second down and 10. Evans Pickens keeping it himself. Late toss. Trying to get the corner, and they do, but run out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. And that's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, they just got to the outside just a little bit there. He wasn't able, the defender wasn't able to set the edge quite as fast as you wanted him to, but it's kind of hard to do when you're playing from 10 yards, when you're playing a deep safety position, to be able to cover that much space and you got that much room. You want to see where the running back is taking you. And you got outside, but he's kind of giving them a little bit meaningful yards to be able to make it third and shorter than what they've been facing the first 2 third downs.
It looked like a better run than it was. He only got about 4 yards on that.
And that's true.
Darvell Allen back in the game now. He's number 5 at tailback. Quarterback going to run the option going the other direction, and oh my goodness, he spun right into the Lobo defense and blows that one up early.
Yeah, that was
Peyton Evans Higgins.
Let's see, they're going to put him down on about the 19-yard line, maybe, and it's going to be fourth down again.
Yeah, Billy Smith there with the tackle there. When you swarm to the ball, you get your defensive lineman that's running, and he's able to make a play whenever the quarterback tries to spin and make something out of
Willie
it.
Nelson, back deep.
Yeah, they're going to punt again.
You want to see this time if he's going to muff it, if he's going to think about this punt a little bit more.
3 possessions. That's the first one that had positive yards. Punt on the way. Boy, they got a late guy flashed in front of the punter, Gilliam. He decided not to kick it, and he's going to be short of the first down, and the Lobos are going to get another short field to deal with at the 20-yard line. Quickly, first down and 10, already up by 2 scores with 5.5 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, this can get ugly real quick, especially when you take that long to be able to punt the ball, to get the ball out of your hands. You're going to be in trouble. You definitely can't go for it when you're a running team. They have a chance to be down 3 scores, and a running team like they are, that's a recipe for disaster for them.
Well, you know, he kicked the one off the side of his foot last time. He may have been too deliberate this time, trying not to do it again. And instead, the Lobos get it short field. Taylor Tatum, 15, 10, 5, hit a little bit of a burst. He's in the end zone again. And the Lobos have a 21-0 or 20-0 lead as Taylor Tatum gets his first touchdown of the day. That is number 18 on the season for him on the ground. And the Lobos have gone up by 3 scores.
Hey, when he got that ball and when he hit that edge, that was a gear. He saw that he had a touchdown and he wasn't going to be denied it once he got around that safety there to put the Lobos up 3 scores, 20-0, with a chance to go up 21.
Point after is on the way. It's good. It's 2 carries for Taylor Tatum, 50 yards and a touchdown, 21-0. We still have 5:21 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break. We're coming right back here on Game Day.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital, or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student,
Alrighty, back again. I'll tell you what, the drive chart's real easy. Lobos have run 6 plays. The first drive, 3 plays, they went 5 yards. They ended up kicking the ball away. The next 2 drives, 40 yards in 2 plays, 20 yards in 1 play. And if you're the folks in red and white right now, you got to be figuring out quickly. We have to have a sustained drive on offense. We're going to have to make something happen on that side of the field. We're going to be down 60 or 70 by the end of this game.
Absolutely. They've only ran 9 plays. It's going 3 plays and out, 3 drives. That is not going to win you any ball games, especially in the playoffs. Yeah. That's going to be ball game over very, very quickly for you.
Allen returns that one out past the 25 to about the 28-yard line. As they've got a first down for a 4th time in this quarter.
Jemias Morrow.
And this is their best field position that they're starting out with too. So you definitely want to be smart here. They're a team that's down 3 scores. They need to get it. They need to get some momentum going any type of way very quickly here. So watch for anything trickery. Watch for anything. You want to be alert of everything right now.
All right. They have put Maron Lewis, number 11, back in the backfield. He's the first and second down back typically, it looks like. Fullback in motion. They're going to hand up, and oh my goodness, again, Lobos just sniffing out every single thing. John Barry's team is so tuned in right now to what's going on. Zarius Shepard just got in there so quick and blew that thing up. Keenan Palmer with the carry, and he lost another 2 yards.
Yeah, this defense is teeing off right now. It's a race to who's the first one to make a play here. And they're loving it. You can tell their energy is high. They're playing fast. And if they're going to keep this up, it's going to be over with very quickly.
They're going 4 receivers this time. Just one guy in the backfield. You can pretty much guarantee they're not triple optioning. They're just going to have the quarterback try to run, and there's nothing doing. Evans Pickens goes nowhere, right into the Lobo line, and now it's 3rd down and about 11.
Nothing that we haven't seen there. Not anything that we haven't answered for. You run a quarterback draw against us when your offensive line just cannot block our front 4. It's going to be minimal gain for you.
Yeah, and now you got another passing situation where they're not comfortable doing it, and the Lobos know we can send pass rushers. 3rd down and 11. Evans Pickens looking to his sideline. Now he goes back to pass. 3-step drop, in trouble. He's not going anywhere. He is sacked. He got away from it, but they blew it dead, and they're going to blow it dead back around the 20-yard line. Zarius Shepard getting the sack. That is his 7th of the season, and they're going to have to punt again.
Hey, here they go punting again. So now you're looking to see what's going to happen. This looks like a receiver out here that's punting the ball. So you'd love to see exactly what is his thoughts. Is he going to get it out very quickly? I mean, is he going to shorten his strides up or shorten his steps up just to be able to get the ball off?
Well, his last 2 chances, one off the side of his foot. Last time he tried to run with it after not getting the kick away. That didn't work. This time he'll get it out of there. Gets a little air under it. Willie going to call for a fair catch and will make it at the 49-yard line on the Lobos side of the field with 2:58 to play in the first quarter.
Still a slow delivery, being able to get that ball off. So if we want to, we can definitely go get it. But with us in control of the ball game right here, if we can get there, we get there. But if not, we can definitely go make plays out there on the field on offense.
Well, this is going to be a pass rusher's paradise in the second half of this game, you have a feeling. Tut back to pass on 1st down, and DK Reese caught it, but he got a knee down on the ground, kind of stumbled after a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Love to see that ball thrown a little bit higher because he had blockers in front of him. He definitely could have got going. If you're DK, you'd love to see him just stay up and just make that defender miss and just take it and get us a good 1st down and start it off.
So 2nd down and 8, back on the Spartan side of the field at the 49-yard line. This is a slow-moving first quarter because of so many scores that have happened already. Still 2:25 left to play in the quarter. Mason Washington to the right of Tut. Handoff. That's Boosie. Boy, or that's Taylor rather. Shot through there and goes all the way to the 36-yard line for another first down.
He's a guy that's getting it going right now. He's feeling good about himself. Holds his biggest day, and he's going in. He's having his way with it right now.
Rumbles for another 14. Taylor now with 63 yards on the evening. And I'll go back to what we talked about at the beginning of this presentation. He needed 80 yards to get to 4,000 for his career. He's within about 17 of that now. Mason, fake to him. Instead, they're going to throw long. DK behind everybody. Catches it at the 7. Tight ropes his way into the end zone. And the Lobos are up 27-0 with 1:33 to play in the quarter.
Hey, they're having their way. They can, whatever they're calling, it's just their answer is just working. They're doing whatever they can here, especially with the running game being able to establish that. That made that pass play wide open there. Tut had his option on who he could throw to, and DK if he wanted to catch it tomorrow, he would have still been open. So.
The worst thing that almost happened is he kind of got turned around and almost stepped out of bounds short of the goal line. He looked down and kind of had to ballet dance his way down the line to make it all the way to the end zone. Point after by Monsalveas is good again, 28-0. Timeout with 1:33 to play here on Longview Game Day.
In Longview, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Charlene Ingram for your insurance and financial needs.
Well, the Lobos have hung 28 up, and we still have 1:33 to play in the first quarter. As the Porter Spartans have no answer.
Man, they've went 3 and out every single drive on their offense. Defense, they just don't have an answer for whatever we're throwing at them. If you're gonna continue to do that, man, by the time halftime, before we even get to halftime, you're gonna start seeing some of the reserves coming in.
All right, kickoff time again. We've said this in big games before. Anthony may be the most tired guy on the field by the end of the night as we're working that leg. This one he'll kick down again to Darville. He'll grab it at about the 3 and makes a nice little move, a little hocus pocus. You have me, you don't have me, across the 20 to about the 24-yard line. And that's where it'll be the 5th possession of the quarter for the Spartans. Darville Allen, they're kicking to him and seeing what he can do. And so far, he's had a couple not so good and a couple not so bad. This one, he could have fair caught and still gotten the ball about the 25-yard line. All right. It's like no real change to anything they're going to do. They just need to start doing it.
Yep. Now you see in this, you got four men in the backfield.
Yeah. Mayron.
You got a false start.
Yeah, they got all kinds of a mess with that. They lined him up with, like I said, 4 in a row, and then tried to move the tight end or H-back out of there, and somebody moved. And so now, if it's not bad enough, you got behind the chains on first down with a penalty.
You got a team that knows that they can't throw the ball. They're looking for whatever gimmick that they can come up with to be able to run the ball here. And you put 4 guys in a big I formation, and you get your offensive lineman to jump offside or to false start.
Yeah,
that's when you know it's just not going your way. It's just not your night.
Oh, I think you knew that probably about 15 or 20 minutes ago. We're going to be your night. Willie Nelson's pick 6, I think, was the indication it's not your night. To the fullback, nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 2nd down and 15.
It seems like they barely total yards, maybe have 10 total yards offense right now.
I think you're being generous.
I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to find a positive in what they're doing, but Longview is just dominating, just having their way right now.
That was sophomore Landon Binford. Binford was actually at the beginning of the year talked about being their starting tailback. They've moved him really to fullback, and he just hasn't gotten that many carries this year. Lobos recognize something, and sure enough, here's another flag. In fact, 2 of them that come flying in there. Lobos are pointing as false start. Sure enough, it's a 5-yard walk-off again, and now it'll be 2nd down and 20.
I'm gonna tell you what, that's the same person that just false started earlier on 1st down. You know it's been a long night. He's probably tired of getting his butt whipping. He's just trying to get he's just trying to get ahead and get started early enough. But he keep jumping off sides. There's trouble from the gate.
I had a really nice talk with Brent Taylor earlier. We were talking about some teams don't like dealing with the physicality that the Lobos play with. And once they start getting popped early, you can see they start flinching, and that may already be the case with Porter.
Yeah, that's just one of the things that you cannot simulate in practice, because a lot of teams, they spread the ball out.
Wow, if that's not offensive interference, I don't know what is, as Gilliam basically pulled to the ground the corner with him, Willie Nelson. That is one of the strangest non-offensive interference calls I've ever seen, because he literally pulled him to the ground. I'm watching it on the replay.
Literally pulled him.
And literally pulled Willie Nelson to the ground. And I think they may just say that ball was uncatchable out of bounds. That may be the only way they got away with that without there being a flag on top of it.
Anytime Longview we don't get a flag to go our way, we immediately think this must be the same referee crew that we had last week, or the same refs that we had from the Forney game.
No, I'm not thinking that, but I am thinking that that looked like it was obvious, unless indeed that pass was just deemed to be uncatchable. And there goes the quarterback again with nothing doing. It's going to be a loss of another 3 or 4. Kaysen Brooks gets there and drops him back at the 17-yard line. And now it's going to be 4th down and forever.
In the quarter here.
We'll take the quarter break. 28-0 to score. 4th and 23 coming up when we come back here on Longview Game Day.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Charlene Ingram today.
All right, we welcome you back. 28-0 score. First quarter looked like this. Lobos 5 first downs, 111 yards of offense. The Spartans no first downs and -9 yards of offense. And now they've got a 4th down. They're going to have to punt from their end zone. Willie Nelson's camping out at about the Spartan 45-yard line, and he may be being generous on how far back he went. Snap there on the money. Here comes the kick. Well, he actually got a pretty good one off. Willie driven back to the 49, and boy, open field tackle, and a nice one by Maron Lewis, their starting tailback. It's no gain on the return. Lobos will start at the 49 again on their side of the field.
You know, Willie definitely, he was mad at himself earlier when he fair called it, and he saw how much room he had, so he definitely wasn't going to fair catch this one. So he kind of mad at himself that he was able to let the first defender get him down.
Yeah, it was a great tackle.
It was a great tackle.
Yeah, give him where it's due. That was a good tackle. Open field, Willie Nelson. You got him down on the ground with no help. I'll take that.
Yes, indeed.
First down, fake the handoff. Tut rolling, got a man on the money. That's Tennyson, Tyreek Tennyson, who, boy, gets upended hard at the 33-yard line. Feet over body. It's his 3rd catch of the year, and it'll be a first down for the Lobos at the 33.
Yeah, you can tell he's definitely excited to catch that ball. He didn't get a chance to make a move there. Man, he got decleated. He was able to get up unscathed, luckily for us. But, man, did an excellent job of sending that ball in. But Tut again, had his choice on who he wanted to throw to. He had plenty of receivers open.
Gain of 18 on first down. Back to the ground. Taylor coming left. Finds a little seam, spins down to the 25-yard line for a gain of 8 more.
Tatum.
Got a guy slow getting up here. But he's getting up. He's going to fight. That's their leading tackler and linebacker for them. Love to see if he's going to continue to keep going because, man, we finna start hitting these guys in the mouth hard.
Yeah, if Ryan Gilliam's got to go out of there, they got real trouble. Not that they don't already have real trouble, but he is their guy. Last 2 years, leading tackler for the Spartans. 2nd down and 2. Fake it again. Time, Tut, man open. Harrison, touchdown.
Big time throw there by Tut. The timing was perfect. The throw to that back corner, only person that can get it was Ethan, and he made that catch there for his touchdown. And for Tut's 2nd touchdown in the game, man, that was a pretty throw there.
Harrison with his 2nd touchdown catch of the season, 34-0. And we're going to try for another point after. Montsevious this year, by the way, 46 of 48 point afters, and both the ones that he missed had been blocked. Kick on the way, good. 35-0, 10:35 left, timeout here on game day. All right, Lobos with their 2nd straight 51-yard 3-play drive. That one ends with a 23-yard touchdown reception by Ethan Harrison. And the Lobos are, what do you say at this point in time? They are just the better team. Tut 4 of 6, 81 yards, and 2 scores in the first quarter in a minute.
A team that's clicking on all cylinders, and you definitely love to see that from your ball club here.
Down to Allen. He'll grab this at the 7. To the 20, 25, out to the 28-yard line.
If you blink or if you fell asleep and woke up like, what the heck has just happened, your Longview Lobos is just playing their game here. They're doing whatever they want to do. A team that runs the option has not been able to find anything on the ground. I'm being nice and saying that they probably have 10 yards total. The quarterback cannot complete a pass. They're looking to do whatever they can, and they just cannot find an answer. The defense is just playing lights out, especially up front.
No, they have -9 yards total. You were being
three nice.
Times as nice as the reality. They have true. -9. And so back to the ground you expect they would go. Sure enough, quarterback trying to do the option. Jarensburg turned him inside, and there's Cation Brooks to clean it up. No gain, 2nd down and 10. And
Easy
we're going to sound
there.
like a broken record on that.
Yep. Anytime you try to stretch it out to the outside, you're trying to get the edge or make us decide who we're going to play. We got other defenders that's running to the ball that's equally just going to get there as fast as soon as you turn it up. You just got to play fast to be able to make a play and hope that you can make one of your players make us miss.
2nd down and 10. Fake the fullback dive, late pitch. Nothing doing. They'll just escort Allen out of bounds back at the 23-yard line, and it's 3rd and 15 coming up.
I tell you what, that fullback, he's not gonna like the fullback or the quarterback. They're not gonna like having to run out and fake the ball here because they're getting hit. They're getting hit and for nothing. They don't want to feel it, especially if they don't have the ball there.
Well, and that's a great point because assignment football means that's what you do.
Yes.
You take out the guy you're assigned. If they're running the fullback, they're faking the fullback, you take the fullback out.
Correct.
Quarterback's going to run the option, you take the quarterback out. So nobody gets a free pass when that triple option's going. Back to pass, quarterback trying to throw in the slant to the middle. Gilliam got a hand on it, and Garrett was licking his chops because he was about to get the team's second interception, and Gilliam just got enough to tip it, change the direction, and just make it an incomplete pass.
And Buddha thought that he was going to have to make the tackle there, but that receiver, he's a big kid. It just got past him, and Buddha had a chance at the last minute to try to get his hands on it, and just got by him too fast. Evans Pickens 0 for 4 with an interception, trying to throw the football. Boy, the Lobos think they moved. Haven't moved yet. Here comes the snap. It's on the money. The punt by Gilliam. Willie's going to grab this at the 43. This time he avoids Lewis. Coming back this way to the 50, the 40, the 30. He's got one man to beat the punter. Gets a block. Forget about it. Touchdown Lobos to make it 41-0. Hey, you happy right now if you're playing if you got the Lobos in on your fantasy defense, your defense is putting points up for you right now. There's 2 touchdowns, 2 defensive touchdowns, and that's 2 by Willie Nelson for you. So if the answer was Willie was going to score twice tonight, you were right. He's looking really good.
Unbelievable. Willie, who's had some great games, has had some shaky games. Today already has one of those great games. He's got a pick 6 and now a punt return for 57 yards and a touchdown. They actually got a new kicker in there. They decided new kicker time. I got to pull my roster here because I hadn't seen 35's kicking. I don't even have him on my roster.
Hey, he's probably one of the JV kids that he got a chance to pull up. So.
Oh, that's Trey Mitchell. That's who it was. He gets the point after. It's now 42-0 with 9:15 left to play in the half. Here's a break from Game Day.
Welcome to Longview's best kept secret, the Southerly at Longview. Tucked away in the center of everything is Longview's premier luxury apartment community. Enjoy our resort-style pool and take advantage of our 24-hour access to our state-of-the-art fitness facility. Inside our gated community, you will find washer and dryers in every apartment home, a user-friendly dog park with a dog spa. Be the next to join our growing family of residents and be the envy of all your friends. Call 430-267-7550 today to schedule your tour.
Well, you can score them running, we can score them passing, we can score them on defense, we can score them on special teams. What am I missing? Is there any way you can score we haven't yet?
No.
We haven't taken the kickoff back.
Not at all.
We haven't gotten a fumble recovery back. Other than that, we've covered the bases early. Short directional kick, fair catch called for and made at the 40-yard line, which will be far and away the best field position of the night for the Spartans.
And I think we're just being generous, just giving them a little bit of a field position here, just to get them feeling good about themselves, about something.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's ugly.
What?
Here. It is ugly here. So for them to get the ball right here on the 40-yard line, I wouldn't imagine them just coming out here and just throwing something out at us.
Do you want to be the guys that take a pity short kick and say, oh, yeah, we feel better now because they kicked it short to us?
No, but you're going to take whatever you can get, especially when you can't move the ball.
All right, first down at the 40. They'll try fullback dive, and that will get nowhere as Binford gets stopped after they're going to be generous and say back. Now they're going to say yard loss. So second down and 11.
If your answer is how can I run the ball against this Longview team, I'm going to tell you tonight you just cannot.
No.
If whatever you're trying to do is just not working, I can't even imagine Longview, especially Coach Barry, if he thought that he was going to be as dominant as this to put them in a negative situation. I believe he was like, well, I'll take it because I expect them to get a play here and there, but we've been playing lights out all night long. 42-0 already. We're not even at halftime. Quarterback running this time. He got a little bit of space, and he will be stepped out of bounds at about the 40. He goes over the top of the Longview bench. Luckily does not get hurt doing that as he kind of rolled his way over the bench out of bounds. Gain on the play of about 6, and it's third down and 5. I hate to say that, but it looked like Coach Barry took the biggest hit over there on the sideline. Our defensive coordinator, he was able to able to keep himself up and keep himself going. I know if his wife watching right now, she's probably hoping that her baby is okay. And he's okay. Looking like he's fine.
He's all right. He's a gamer. Back to pass. Tossed far side. Caught. First down. They get their first down of the day. Gilliam with the catch, and he'll get it into Lobo territory at the 43-yard line.
First down for them. Their first in the game. They're looking like they're feeling a little bit better about themselves, knowing that they can at least get a first down as they just got their first one 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah. 8 minutes left to play in the half. 42-0 Lobos. I would expect you're going to see bunches of substitutions in the second half. But it is certainly a first down. They got one finally. And it looked like somebody moved, and sure enough, there's a flag.
I would love to hear what the ref calls right here.
It looked like false start.
Yeah. I was going to laugh if he called on everybody but the center.
No. I don't think they all moved, but a bunch of them did.
A bunch of them did.
Yeah. All right. This is obviously the by-district round of the playoffs. Week number 2. We, of course, are watching games when we get to halftime and kind of get an idea about what's going on and who we may see, because it looks as though the Lobos, and I'm not even at halftime yet, have this one pretty well in hand. Yeah. I know we would get the winner of Frisco Reedy and Newman Smith. They're playing at the Star tonight. And there's a tackle from behind. How about Kason Brooks again? And quarterback's a little slow getting up, and in fact, he hobbles a little getting up. Actually, the running back, Maron Lewis,
and that was a little hobble. That was excellent team speed there, but that was very, very, very good play there by Kason Brooks, who probably learned a little bit from watching his brother play last year, who was the linebacker as well. So.
Yeah. All right, we've got second down. Back to pass. A little bit of time. Now he throws one deep. Double coverage. Receiver bobbles it, had it, lost it. And then a flag comes down. And you're going to have to explain it to me, but it looked like Jaden Simmons, Buda Garrett were over there. And they're coming back this way. And that may give the Spartans a first down.
He definitely pushed off with his right arm to try to give himself room, and he just extended his arm out, and then the referee saw it. And
they're actually going to call one on offense. You bet?
Yeah.
Boy, as bad as the other one was in the first quarter, I'm actually getting a little bit jumpy. They're going to call that on us, but I think they actually got this one right, and they're going to call this offensive pass interference, and they'll mark it back to the 34-yard line. They have to get to our 33 to get a first down.
They are back. It looks like they're going way too far back here.
No, it was at the 49-yard line, 15-yard penalty.
Okay. Well, they're starting out where they had the ball at the beginning of the drive. But Coach King may be declining this.
Why?
They can't move the ball on us anyway, so.
I'm gonna be that guy. I just am. I'm gonna be that guy that says, "Why are we? No. Move them back 15 yards.
Score 42-0.
I'm that guy. It's the first half of a football game. If this game turns around for some reason, we're gonna come back and go, "Oh, what did we do?"
And if it turns around, it's gonna be more plays.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be wondering instead of us not accepting that penalty too.
And I'm not saying that we're in danger of losing this.
Yeah.
But in any other situation, we'd be moving them back 15 yards, and we'd make them go third down in, the next zip code.
And that's for sure. That's definitely right. I think they're still not quite sure what's going on here.
Well, they're going to put it back where it was, which was the 49-yard line. And on the incomplete pass, it should be third down now. So we got all that right.
Now we can play some ball.
There we go. So third down back at the 4. They still got to get to our 33. Quarterback got a little pressure coming on him. Gets rid of it. Quick catch and stop shy at about the 45-yard line. is Darvell Allen, and it's going to bring a 4th down in which should be around 12.
And they're going for it here with the ball in their territory. No question about it. They're on 42-0. You punting the ball is not going to do you any favors. So with you're in the 4th and long here, you definitely want to go for it.
All right, so from the 45, Evans Pickens back. He's going long. That's going to be picked. Intercepted at the 17-yard line. And who got that one?
That was Buddha Garrett.
Buddha got it. See, I was just a little bit early on saying it would be Buddha that got the first pick of the game. He got the 2nd pick of the game.
And I can't be mad at him. Anytime I see the ball thrown in the air like that, I'm going to want it to. I'm going to pad my stats as well. That play worked basically like a punt. If we would have dropped the ball, it would have been incomplete. We would have got the ball near midfield, but we're still with the way we're playing. We're starting now. This is the most yards that we're having to drive all night right here.
Well, since the opening kick,
correct.
Since we had it back to start the ball game,
and that was on the 40-yard.
That's true. That's true. That's right. They did have a short punt to begin with. For Garrett, that is his 3rd interception of the season. So we'll start with that before we get going.
A little laundry throwing out there.
Yeah, little laundry on a short run. Flag down at about the 20-yard line.
Mason Washington.
We'll see what we get on the call here. All right, so we get the penalty.
We know.
And we're about to switch offensive linemen in. We're going to have 65 coming in. That's Cedric Wrighton, who's checking into the game. This ball's going to go all the way back to about the 5-yard line. So they gave him a couple of yards on the play on Mason's carry up to the 20-yard line, and then moved him back to 10 on the penalty. So back to the 9-yard line. Tut handoff. Tatum slung forward across the 20 to the 21-yard line as he ran for about 10 or 12.
Excellent run there by him. He was able to get up there and get out to be able to get us back in a meaningful 3rd down, to be able to get recruit those yards that we lost, to be able to where we can still kind of call whatever we want to on this 3rd down. But seems like whatever we've been calling been working for us all.
Cameron Sims with the tackle.
All right, so the Lobos face 3rd down. They can get a 1st at the 27. They're at the 21-yard line. So Taylor went for 12. Tut back, looking. He's going to throw this one. Little screen backward. That's going to be 40-yard line, lower shoulder, but we got a flag down again as Tyreek Tennyson took it out across the 45-yard line, but we're going to have another penalty on the Lobos, this looks like, back at the 35-yard line.
If you're calling a flag for just laying on the kid, I don't know what you're going to call there. That was I didn't see anything.
Yep. There's what it is.
Oh, on the defense.
On the defense. When's the last time you saw an illegal block on the defense?
It's one of those newer rules that they use now to protect the offensive linemen, especially in space, where you cannot hit them below the legs. Which basically, where else you going to hit them? Because you don't want to hit them up top.
Right.
Because when a big offensive lineman has that much force coming at you, man, it's nowhere to go but just get out the way.
All right, so they get the pass play out to about the 43-yard line, and then, or 48-yard line, excuse me, and then tack the penalty on it. So the 37, fake a reverse. Tut's got a man. Reese, end zone again, touchdown.
Perfect throw, perfect play call, perfect throw in stride to DK Reese, who gets his 2nd score tonight. And man, Tut is willing and dealing right now. For his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Excellent throw there by him.
37-yard touchdown pass. DK's 9th of the season. And Tut, who didn't play last week and watched Maverick Rowe throw for more than 200 yards, is reminding us he's still there too, don't forget.
Absolutely right.
Point after try. Dre Mitchell. Kick on the way. Up and good. 49-0. 4:25 to play in the half. Taking a break. We're coming back here on Game Day.
I am Emily Kidwell-Ramey, owner of SIG Ramey Insurance. Thank you for voting me Best of East Texas 3 years in a row for Insurance Agent. I am an independent agent. I shop the market for you. I specialize in home, commercial, auto, and life. Insurance is foreign to most people. You have to have an agent that is going to look out for your best interests in the coverages that you may not know that you need. If you do not have an insurance agent that is working for you, I would love for you to contact us. We're located on Judson Road. Just look for the green door or call me at 903-235-5658.
All right, we are back. Lobos faced the longest field they were going to have so far tonight, 83 yards. Not a problem.
Not a problem. It's something that we've been able to do all night long and just take advantage of what we've been able to put in, what they've been putting in front of us. I'll wait till after this kickoff here, and I kind of give you guys some updates on what we've been seeing around the district so far.
All right. Well, the Lobos up humongous with a 49-0 lead, and they're going to kick off yet again. And this time a little short line drive. This one short hopped at about the 25-yard line. Gilliam's going to take it out near the 38, where the Spartans will get it back with 4:19 left to play in the first half.
So if you missed us earlier, our district is facing their district in a by-district playoff round here. So a couple of four scores to give you. We have Forney playing Port Arthur Memorial. Their score is at halftime 7-0. McKinney North is down by 3 against Barber Hill. 14-17. Of course, you know what our score is, but Lancaster is beating LaPorte 14-6 going into halftime.
All right, so 3 of the 4 are leading out of our district.
Correct.
We'll take that. First down.
Uh-oh.
Little jitterbugging, trying to come wide, just not happening. Can't run away from Buda Garrett.
And he had positive yards there, but he just ran backwards, and that was it. Once he got past that first line, I thought maybe he had something, but Buda read it, and he just wasn't going to let him get outside of him.
So they lose 2 on first down yet again, and now it'll be second down and 12 at the 36-yard line. And it's just been that kind of thing. Handoff fullback. And Binford's going to get down to the 44. They'll have third down and 4 coming.
That play, if you watch anything pre-snap, I noticed this real quick. Their guard, he was not lined up with the center, but his head was right there in line with where he was at. So that's a dead giveaway that he's going to pull, and that's exactly what he did to pull to be able to come around and get to be his lead blocker for their fullback.
So they got third down at the 44. Quarterback, a little directional change, makes a late pitch. We got a flag down. It looks like a Lobo got tackled by the tight end. Derensburg, I think, got tackled by Estrada, the tight end for the Spartans. That play ended up blowing up for a loss back to the 36-yard line. But you would expect this is a declined penalty in fourth down.
Yep. Anytime you get to running sideways, as we've been broken record in saying that all night long there, you're definitely not going to come away with anything.
Yeah, well, there you go. You heard that. It was a chop block. They actually had 2 guys combined. Estrada was the second guy, one of the offensive linemen as well. Hector Flores, the center, both engaged Derensburg and got called for the penalty. They'll decline it. They'll take the loss back to the 36, and Willie Nelson's about to go back and return another punt. And we're down to 3 minutes left to play in the first half.
With everybody up, love to see what if they're going to be able to get this off. We're in a safe situation here. We're just playing. We're not going to even rush them like that.
It bounced in. Gilliam's got to get rid of it on the bounce. Willie's going to tell everybody, get away from this. It hits at the 35. and basically dies at about the 33-yard line. So Lobos will get it back with 2:36 left to play in this half, leading 49-0. Well, you've seen a lot of games, my friend. You've seen a more dominating performance than this one in a while.
Man, this is actually one. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Longview. We're playing it. We're putting it together on both ends of the field. Even though this is the playoffs, and this team is in the playoffs, we're not showing them any mercy. We're playing our game as we're going right now. Until the 2-minute offense with the number 2 Maverick in the game right now.
Maverick Rowe, who had a great game last week, throws to DK Reese, breaks one tackle, and will get out to about the 41-yard line for a gain of about 8.
And it looks like the way that we're coming out, looks like we're in our 2-minute offense here, and it looks like we're trying to run our scheme here as we're getting our starters out of the game already.
And you would kind of think that this is going to be the last real attempt to try to get down and score aggressively. Yes. You're going to do it before the half. You want to work on this kind of stuff. And so you kind of feel like this is where we're going to be now. We're going to try to take one more shot at this, and then they probably call off the dogs the way this looks. Mason Washington gets the first down out to about the 43.5, 44-yard line, and that should be they'll move the chains with 1:52 left to play in the first half of this one.
And that's one thing you want to try to do is get a first down to get your offense rolling, and now you feel like you can start getting a little bit more aggressive with your play calling inside of 2 minutes.
1:35 and counting. Handoff coming this way, Washington. Got a first, got the corner, got the 30, got the 20, and gets taken down on a horse collar, and there's the flag coming in behind the play. It'll be first down and goal inside the 10-yard line as the Lobos pick up big yardage on Mason.
We got 2 flags here, so penalty is definitely going to offset. We're going to bring that all the way back here, and we're going to run that down again.
Did not see the flag behind the play back at the 47-yard line. Boy, it was a great run by Washington. Apparently got aided by maybe a little bit of extra help by a lineman, and they're going to end up bringing this thing back.
Holding, offense number 20.
Yep.
Personal foul, horse collar.
Yep. We'll start it again. Offsetting penalties, and we'll reset it again. First down back at the 44-yard line, but a nice-looking run by Mason.
Excellent job by Mason, man. He got there in the open space. He made one defender miss, and once he hit to the outside, man, he almost scored, but he got stopped because of a hard scholar.
Taylor Tatum, 99 yards in this game, which put him over 4,000. We missed that on a run a little bit earlier in the quarter, but he is now at 4,019 yards for his career, second only to Fred Talley. And now and up to about the 50-yard line. Lobos get another 6 yards from Mason Washington.
Well, Chuck, it's going to be hard for him to get to Fred Talley's record when you putting on a performance like this from the offense, when you don't have to play the whole first half and you're already out of the game.
Well, and the last 2 games.
Yeah.
We did this against West Mesquite last week.
Absolutely.
Here we are against Porter tonight. Back to the ground again. Not a whole lot that time. Lobos right now just pushing it up the middle of the field, 50 seconds to play in the half.
And we're content with where we at in the lead. 49-0 here. Coach King is one of those coaches that's not going to rub it in your face. Is not going to put salt on the wound here. He's just gonna run the timeout and just take whatever we get now. If we break a run, that's gonna be a different story here.
3rd down and 1. And again, Mason fighting to try to get there, and he got stood up by Ryan Gilliam, that outstanding linebacker for the Spartans. No gain on that play, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that'll do it here. He's in no hurry on running another play here.
Nope, they'll run the clock down. Band's already down on the far side of the field, getting ready to come out as we count off the last 2 and 1, and that's your first half. The Lobos in the half, 11 first downs, 253 yards 253 yards total offense, and have 49 points to show for it. Spartans 1 first down, 4 yards of offense. They had 21 carries, minus 12 yards, 2 of 8 throwing the football for 16 yards. and they trot in the locker room a bit shell-shocked after a 49-0 lead. And remember, this is a team in the Spartans who came into here with a 7-3 record. The most points they gave up this year was to LaPorte. LaPorte scored 56. Lobos could have had 56 if they'd have pushed anything the last 2 minutes of this first half.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a funny comment here. If my nephew Trey is watching this game, hey, man, these guys are playing on Ricky mode right now, and Lobos are looking
mode.
Yeah, the Lobos are looking real good.
All right, well, we're getting ready for the bands to come out. Let's do this. Here's the stats in the first half. Taylor Tatum, 6 carries for 99 yards. Mason Washington had 6 for 9. Kelvin had 1 for 5. Throwing the football, Andrew Tutt was 6 of 8 for 132 yards and 3 touchdowns. Maverick Rowe, 1 of 1 for 8 yards. DK Reese, nice first half, 4 catches, 73 yards, and 2 scores. Tyreek Tennyson, 2 for 42. And Ethan Harrison, 1 catch, 25 yards, and 1 touchdown. On the other side for the Spartans, running the football, Binford's got 4 carries for 8 yards. He leads the way. Their quarterback, Peyton Evans-Pickens, who has more than 1,000 yards running this season, 9 carries, minus 7 yards. Marion Lewis, 5 carries, minus 10 yards. Palmer, 1 for minus 2. Allen, 1 for minus 2. Gilliam, 1 for 1 yard. Throwing the football, Evans-Pickens, 2 of 8 for 16 yards and 2 interceptions. Gilliam with 1 catch, Allen with 1 catch, and that's where we are at halftime. Here's the bands. They're getting ready to perform. We're getting ready to grab a bite to eat. We'll come back for the second half here on Longview Game Day.
The Graces are under the direction of Miss Julia Kelly and Miss Emily Summerall. Social officers for the Graces are Caitlin Solis, Amy Martinez, and Cambria Nall. The new baby liaison is Lily Baez. Tonight, the Golden Graces will be performing a persistent streamer high kick routine to September. Take it away, Graces. Ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Graces. Tonight we celebrate discipline, honor, integrity, and commitment with the 2023 Spartan Band. The Spartan Band program is a 2017, 2019, and 21 state marching band contest participant that consistently earns sweepstakes at UIL contests each year. At this time, we would like to recognize the following band members for their work this week. Outstanding students of the week are freshman Mike Morgan, upperclassman Connor West, percussion Willie Rollins, color guard Clarissa Torres Robledo, most spirited B Walls. Outstanding leaders of the week are the drum majors And the outstanding section of the week is the percussion. Under the direction of drum majors Sam Serta, Ashton Hernandez, Maya Lauer, and Angelica Mejia, the Porter Band presents You Belong With Me. The Porter High School is proud to present the 8-time defending intergalactic national champion Trash Can Band. Tonight they'll be performing the only show that you'll be talking to your in-laws about next week at Thanksgiving dinner. Performing a Mike Nelson original composition entitled The Greatest Thing You've Ever Seen in the History of Your Life. Get up on your feet and take out your camera to the Porter Trash Can Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Porter High School Trash Can Band. The Spartan Marching Band is directed by Angela Torres, Mike Nelson, Gage Cope, and Vicente Rico. Many thanks to the Spartan Band boosters, Mr. Gandarco, Pizza Principal, Mr. Legerio, New Caney IC Finance Director, Mr. Matt Calvert, Superintendent of Schools, and our school board for your support of the marching arts. Have a great evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the Longview Independent School District is proud to present to the field for 59 years the 2023-2024 LHS US. Officers this year are, left to right, Senior Lieutenant Allison Reed, Senior Lieutenant Ava Wilcox, Senior Lieutenant Haley Sanders, Junior Lieutenant Jayla Beecham, and in the center, your captain, Senior Emily Gerald. The Vuettes will now entertain you with their pom routine, To Be Loved.
The Vuettes would like to thank Constable Mike Grisham for his 35 years of faithful service and dedication to the Vuette organization. Mike, you are simply the best. The Vuettes are under the direction of Mrs. Debbie McGowan and assisted by Mrs. Meg Lawrence. And now, the 2023 Longview High School Majorettes will perform a dance twirl routine to Let's Get Loud, featuring seniors Alessandra Perez, Christina Guerrero, Layla Johnson, and Iris Jaimez Blanco. On October 24th, the Lobo Band traveled to Waco to compete at the UIL State Military Marching Band Championship. Throughout a preliminary and finals competition held at McLean Stadium on the campus of Baylor University, the Lobo Band was awarded the bronze medal. The band would like to thank everyone at our school and in the community that has supported us during our competitive season. Now, ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of drum majors Layla Johnson, Christina Guerrero, and Lainey Weber, the Longview Independent School District proudly presents the award-winning Longview High School Lobo Band. This is the Big Green Marching Machine. All right, Lobo fans, on your feet as the big green marching machine marches the Rockinell off the field. The students and directors of the Lobo Band would like to thank all parents, community members, and LISD for their continued support this season. We would also like to thank our sponsors for this year: Jodak Office Outfitters, Chick-fil-A, Whataburger East Texas, Longview Regional, Eric Dodge Insurance Agency, and Sorey & Hoover LLP. Thank you for your kind attention to tonight's performance, and as Mr. Brewer always said, go Lobos.
And that, boys and girls, how you do halftime. Lobos up monstrous, 49-0 at the half. Our probably, you would expect, last home game of the season. I don't think we're going to get another game back here.
Not even close here.
Unless you can convince somebody, come on, you won't come here to Longview. You've never been here before. Bring your team over here.
I guarantee you, if we're playing anybody in the playoffs, they see that number 2 by our names. They've been seeing that there all year. They know that Longview is for real, and they're going to do whatever they can to not get closer here. Because the closer we get, or the further along we get in the playoffs, our crowd shows up, and man, it gets crazy.
Well, 49-0 to score. Lobos all over the Spartans from Porter High School in New Caney. It started with a pick 6 from Willie Nelson, just a handful of plays into the game. We had a little 3-and-out. We gave it up to them, and on their third offensive play, Willie takes an interception back for a touchdown, and away we go. Lobos then had a 40-yard drive, a 20-yard drive, 2 51-yard drives, a 73-yard actual drive, and a short 20-yard drive.
Mitchell,
Put in the middle of that a punt return for a touchdown as well, and 7 scores in the first half. And we'll get ready for half number 2. Dre Mitchell going to kick off. Lobos, of course, lost the toss. The Spartans deferred, and they may make a mistake here on the defer, and they got very lucky. Aaron Gilliam managed to find that football because it was about to be a turnover on a ball that skipped away from the return men. Was about to set up for another short Lobo field.
Yeah, he got that ball very quickly, and he almost lost it. That was going to be a turnover for the Lobos real quick. And it was going to be a lot of what we've been seeing so far. So we almost got us a turnover, something that we wasn't even trying to do, but the ball just bounces your way. It just bounces your way.
All right, Lobos defensive starters at the moment look like they're still in the game. They may not last long, so we'll get to them real fast. Billy Smith, Zarius Shepard on the ends. Arion Harper is in the middle. Linebackers, Jamerson Derensburg, Chase Smith, Kason Brooks, and Brendan Reese. Javion Robertson. And we're going to have a throw on first down. That's a completed pass to the tight end. That is Adrian Estrada with his first catch of the day. Corners are Jaden Simmons, Javion Robertson. Safeties Willie Nelson and Buda Garrett.
Their longest pass play looks like it was just kind of a dump off to the tight end. He just kind of did a delay. He caught the ball there and was able to just get up and just make a defender miss and be able to get a first down for for the Spartans.
They needed 10, they got 11. Ball at the 26-yard line. We're going to be keeping an eye. Now, we don't have any idea if indeed they were discussing a running clock or not. We'll keep an eye as the first maybe dead ball actually happens, if indeed we're going to run the clock in the second half. There's the quarterback, and for them a short gain as Peyton Evans-Pickens goes for about 3. And they'll make it second down and about 7. And the clock does stop, so apparently they have not, at least early on, agreed to do anything like a running clock.
That's all right, Chuck. You just got to deal with me just a little bit longer here. So not a quick second half tonight here. We're just going to have us a little we got a flag here, so we're trying to, I guess that's why we got to stop here. We're trying to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah. And after the play, dead ball, personal foul. That's on the center again. That's the second time. So let's see where they're going to move this thing.
This is the first sportsmanlike conduct for disqualification.
All right.
Yeah, and they started walking the wrong way. The Spartans like, all right, that's penalty on them.
Right.
And
I'm over here looking like, what's going on here?
A couple of Lobos pointed, you're going the wrong way, guys. You start moving the wrong direction.
You sure this is not the referees that called the Forney game that we had?
So here you are again with that. You and that Forney game stuff.
Man, those when it's bad, it was just bad. So I'm giving these referees a hard time. I really like you guys, but when it's bad, I got to call it too. So.
All right, so we had a unsportsmanlike penalty, and apparently we got the first one of those on the center. So next time he gets flagged for something similar, he's done for the day.
Yep. One of those deals, you got to play between the whistles. Anytime you do anything out there, the referees are going to see it every time here.
All right, so it's all the way back to the 15. They'll throw, caught, made. That's Lewis at about the 30, breaks a tackle and is actually close to the first down, out to about the 36-yard line. They need the 38 for the first down.
Yeah, they needed 22, and it looks like they got it on a big, long third down here. Or just a little bit short, but short enough to where they can definitely go for it. Looks like he needed 22, got 20 yards on a big, long outplay there. The defender just looking too much at the quarterback and not getting into his zone coverage to locate the receiver there, and he was able to just play pitch and catch and got to the outside and was able to almost get the first down.
Third down and short now. And they're going to hand off fullback, nothing doing. Oh, man, right in the middle of that line again, the Lobo. And we're going to get a late flag that's going to be on the Lobos. I'm guessing. The way he looked right at Brendan Reese, you kind of got to feel like Reese let that tackle go in a little bit long. We were doing a game a week or so ago where the whistle just seemed to never come.
That's true.
Here they look like they're actually a little bit early on blowing the whistle on the stop of forward progress, especially on a third and short like that.
It looks like he was going to let up a little bit, but
yeah, there it is. Shoot. Okay. Well, they stopped him on the run and then gave it up on the penalty. So a weird start to the second half.
And Reese is over there saying that, man, I tried to let him go, but oh well, it just happens.
All right, well, they'll tack 15. They'll move the ball all the way up to the 49 on the Lobo side of the field, where it'll be first down. Evans-Pickens rolling, stopping, backing up, throwing, high, incomplete. A lot going on for no result on that play.
Another flag here on the play that was thrown late. But you know what? I bet you this is called on the receiver, because you see the referee that threw the flag, he has his hat taken off. So a lot of times when you see that, it's the one of the receiver went out of bounds, and you cannot be the first person to come and touch the ball.
That's right. So we will. Yeah, there it is. That's one you can live with.
Ball be placed in the previous spot. Second down.
All right, so what we get from that is we got the incomplete pass. We've got the illegal touching, which they're not even going to do anything with, looks like. And we'll make it second down and 10.
A little sloppy play coming from both sides of the teams right now to begin this half. Penalties on both teams that you do not like to see. Self-inflicting penalties. That penalty that they just had You got to be aware of where you're at on the sideline. It looks like Willie didn't push him there because he was wide open before Willie got to him.
But, you know, when that play starts, that quarterback does what he did. You're dancing around a little bit, and you're trying to make some space for him to get a play. He dives forward on the run that time. Chase Smith will have the contact gain of 9, 3rd down and a yard coming up.
Yeah, quarterback, he didn't see nobody open, so he just took off and ran with it, which is what he's done for this team all year. He's a 1,000-yard rusher, the leading rusher for the team. He just took it and for his longest run of the night, almost got 10 yards to bring up a 3rd and 1.
All right, we'll try to get some rhythm going here. Awkward first drive for the Porter Spartans, who trail 49-0. Long drive for them to get here. Long drive for them to get home. Handoff Binford. He's backing his way and should have the first down as he got across the 39 to about the 38-yard line. And now they're blowing the whistle, and Lobos are acting like, okay, well, are we going to hold him up, or are we supposed to tackle him? As he never went to the ground and then ran out of that pile like, hey, I'm still going.
Yeah, playing against some of the reserves here. They just ran a fullback dive play, and they only needed one. Looked like they got 2, enough for the first down. So the change is moving for them to being able to convert, and hopefully they're trying to score, get on the board here.
All right, so first down at the 38-yard line. Quarterback keeping this one, backing up, trying to go forward, got grabbed in the backfield, and that blows up quickly for a loss back to the 41-yard line as they go backward 3 more yards.
Again, sounding like a broken record. Anytime you try to run to the outside against us, man, we just have too much team speed there, and you're not just going to you're not going to get out there on that edge. We're going to set it in, and we're going to get some players to come off the blocks and come tackle you for a loss.
And it looked like the combination of guys getting there. Zarius Shepard was at the end of it. Christian Williams was in there, who was one of the first Lobos. Back to pass, in some trouble, looking deep. Receiver got bumped, makes the catch, flag down. That'll be defensive interference, you would think, on Javion Robertson. Catch made, however, pretty impressively by Darville Allen, who was getting jostled about.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. What he did was just bit. He bit on the short passing game here, and the receiver just ran deep on him. And as he was playing catch up, the ball was thrown a little bit behind, and he just couldn't read and react as he was in a bail technique, and he just unfortunately got a PI, but the receiver made the catch, so it was a first down no matter what, as it is now 1st and goal for the Spartans.
All right, well, they got it down to the 6-yard line. First down and goal. This is certainly the first time they've been in the red zone tonight. Comes with 7:50. Evans Pickens looking backward. He's going to get dumped, and dumped hard as he's thrown to the ground all the way back on about the 18 or 19-yard line. And getting in there, Javion Robertson came on a corner blitz and got to him. And that's a loss all the way back to about the 18.
Hey, he's making up for that PI call just a short play ago. Coach Berry called the nickel blitz there, and he was able to get a tackle for the loss against the quarterback. Again, as you saw them kind of running it, they had that slow misdirection, slow developing run play. That's not going to work against us at all.
So second down and goal back at the 18. Evans Pickens again in trouble. Middle caught, tight end at about the 5-yard line. They got about the yardage back they started with, and it'll bring up 3rd down and goal.
Talking to a couple of coaches earlier in the game, doing a pregame, and they said that's probably the one thing that they was worried about the most. It seems like that tight end kind of gets open and just always finds a way to just make a play, and that's what he's been doing this drive. He converted on the first down earlier, able to get a catch right there and almost get them inside to the 5-yard line.
So at 3rd down, man in motion. They're going to hand it to him. That's Allen, makes a cut inside, cannot get away as Kaysen Brooks grabs on from behind. And now you got 4th and goal.
Cannot get across the edge there as you see him getting up with a little bit of frustration. Probably don't like the way that we play physical, but man, that's how we play in East Texas. We're going to play you. We're going to hit you hard, and we're going to do it all night long here. He's probably tired of getting his butt whooped.
Well, I'm sure. That's – you don't want that. You're down 49-0. This is probably their best and maybe only scoring chance of this game. They're down to the 4. 4th down and goal. Evans Pickens, quick two-step drop, fires a ball into the end zone. Touchdown, Gilliam got an inside position on Robertson and got in for the end zone. And there's your first score of the day for the Spartans with 5:38 to play in the third.
If you're a DB, anytime they're on the goal line and they got big wide splits and they're that far out there wide and they're out there where the numbers is, think of one or two things. They're going to either run a quick fade, but not where they at. He just ran a slant, so you want to get that inside leverage, and it looked like Robertson. He was just, I don't know what he thought about, but he got inside of him and he was able to make a good pitch and catch there as they're able to get on the board for the first time.
Point after try, line drive shot that goes in. Vicente Calzaderi with the point after. 5:38 to play in the third. We'll take a break. 49-7 Lobo lead here on Game Day.
And now at Orr, we want to buy your used vehicle and we'll give you guaranteed top dollar for yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new vehicle at Orr Cadillac GMC in Longview.
All right, well, scoring drive. They ate up about 6.5 minutes worth of this quarter, aided by a couple of penalties. But the Spartans get on the board 49-7.
Looks like we got our hands team out there, so you may be able to see. I mean, they're not losing anything here, so they probably just gonna get whatever they can, just kick it deep to us as we got everybody pulled up to the 20-yard line.
Let's see if indeed they'll onside now. They're going to boot this one all the way over everybody's head. And Lobos will get it back out to the 25-yard line with a big 49-7 lead. And that did not apparently dissuade John King from bringing in the second team guys, because he basically has emptied his bench of starters. We've got all kinds in there. I see Alex Hawkins in the ball game right now. Let's see who else I see. William Bryant, I think, is in there, the junior tight end. 26 is Kiefer Doxey. And that means Maverick Rowe is going to be getting the start at quarterback here in half number 2.
It's good to see when we're able to empty the bench here and be able to get our reserves some playing time.
And off to Hawkins, who burrows forward out to the 29-yard line.
Kind of update you on some scores as we were telling about earlier. Forney is up right now 28-7 towards the end of the third quarter there. McKinney North is down by 10 now. And Lancaster is still up, same score as the beginning of the fourth quarter, 14-6. So, as we said earlier, three of the teams in our district is winning right now, and so they're looking to continue their dominance.
Well, the game that's going to matter for Lobo fans is ultimately not going to be any of those. It is going to be how much is it going to take where and who are the Lobos going to see next. Frisco Reedy had a lead at halftime as Hawkins pushes the ball up to right at the 35-yard line. That's where he's upended after a gain that gets him 10 yards on 2 carries. It'll be first down at the 35-yard line. Reedy was up. I think 17-7 was the score I saw at halftime.
And to update you on that score is now 38-7. So
all right.
Reedy has increased their lead. So if they continue their dominance, looks like it'll be a Longview Lobos and Frisco Reedy matchup next week.
We had talked about probably a game back in the Metroplex, so you would expect that's where we're going to be traveling. I would expect next Friday. Hawkins in the backfield avoids a tackle and manages to get up to about the 36-yard line.
Hey, he's doing what every running back is supposed to do, make the first defender miss, even though that kid was screaming down on him on the blitz. He had a pretty spin move to be able to get off of him and just get what he could, and that was just a 1-yard gain.
So 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Lobos. 3:50 and counting here in the third. Longview's biggest point total this year, 63 against North Mesquite. They could easily rival that if this game, if we don't do that. We don't have drop passes. That was Jalen Taylor pass from Maverick Rowe, a little bit wide. Looked like catchable, got a hand on it around the 46 or 7 yard line, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Lobos.
Maverick, he had to throw the ball over the safety or the defensive backs outreach hands, and Taylor, he just couldn't come up with it as the ball was just thrown a little bit outside to the sideline. Yeah.
All right, on 3rd down, Lobos will play action. Rowe going back, got a man sideline, caught, big tight end, 1st down into Spartan territory as 89 Bryant Williams gets the catch. I believe that's his first of the year.
Oh yeah, Maverick Rowe doing an excellent job in using his vision on the play action pass. He rolls out. He's able to find his tight end wide open in the middle of the field, running towards him. He's able to make a catch, and on 3rd down, he's moving the chains.
Quarter counting down, 3 minutes and some change left here in the quarter.
Longview is lining up in a pistol look.
Handoff this time, Mason Lundy in the game. Ball came loose.
And he fumbles here, and it looks like
that's not going to make anybody happy on the home side as Mason loses the ball. His first carry of the ball game, and that one came loose. Spartans will get it back at the 48-yard line with 2:49 left to play in the 3rd.
Coach Wilson, he's not going to love that. He's definitely going to have a good talk with him. He's going to have some punishment during the week. One thing that Coach Wilson doesn't like to see is that ball on the ground, especially from the running back's hands. You're supposed to have one of the best hands on the team, and he's gonna make sure you remember that during the week.
All right, Lobos back on defense. Tight end out of the backfield. Handoff Binford, nothing doing. Boy, they got him back in the backfield again. Lobo defense, still some starters out there. I see the defensive line basically still Shepard and Smith and Harper all out there. So are the linebackers. It looks like most of the starting defensive units still out there.
Oh, yeah.
I think they were not happy about that scoring drive the last time down.
Absolutely.
And they're going to need to clear that off the memory banks of the defensive coaching staff.
Absolutely. You want to get that bad taste out of your mouth. You don't want to go out the game by giving up a score. It kind of settles in on you. You got to think about that the rest of the week.
Yeah, another handoff inside, nothing doing for Binford, and now it's going to be 3rd down in about 10.
Yep, excellent stop there by your big linebacker, Brendan Reese. He plugged the hole, and he stopped the defender from being able to get anywhere. He only got a gain of 1 yard, if that, so it brings up a third and long for these guys.
And they have not been good in 3rd downs and long. We know that. Having seen this game so far tonight, they have struggled when they know they got to throw. Here they go, off his back foot, heaves one up there, and that's going to be intercepted. The Lobos again cut in front of it. Now, did he hold on to it?
No, it looks like he did not come down with
Lost
the catch.
it coming down. Had the ball. Lost it coming down to the ground. DeAndre Drish was the cornerback that way. He had it and had a little bit big-eyed with it, and it's going to be 4th down.
The receiver did a good job, and that was playing defensive back there. He broke up that play to bring up a 4th down here. And number 13 is your punter. He's lining up out wide at receiver too, so he's definitely not. They're definitely not punting the ball now.
Yeah. Well, actually, 15 is their guy, but he's
15.
lining up down here. So
both
you're
of them
right.
are big. Yeah, it's tall guys.
Lobos will run linebacker Kason Brooks off the field on 4th and 10. Set up a middle screen. Caught by Allen. He's going to have a long way to go, and he's not getting there. He'll stop at the 50-yard line. Lobos will get it there on the short field.
Excellent vision there by your linebackers. They saw that and read and react, and they played fast. Brendan Reese, he wasn't able to make the tackle there, but he slowed him down to where the defense was able to come in and corral him and not give up the 1st down and turn it over on downs to get a ball back to the Lobos right at midfield.
So the Lobos defense does the job yet again. as they stop the Spartans from getting a first down after the turnover. Lundy back in there at fullback, so he's not deep in the doghouse. He's back in the game. Hand off Hawkins up the middle to the 46, maybe the 45-yard line for a gain of about 5.
Another reason why I love that the reserves are getting a lot of playing time. You got kids like Hawkins, who is a senior, playing his last football game here at Lobo Stadium, and to be able to come out and be able to get meaningful playing time, to get some playing time in a playoff game, it's not much more you can ask for. We're running the play clock down, or the game clock down to under a minute.
Yep. 55 seconds left here in the third, 49-7 Lobo lead. Doxey going to split out wide right. And handoff again, trying to find a little space inside. And that space closed up in a big hurry. Julius McGee, the runner. And he's about a yard shy of the first down as we're down to 30 seconds to play in the quarter. And that is probably going to be the last snap of the quarter.
Yep, it looks like it is. As Coach King, he's not in any efforts to call a play call there. He's just going to run this clock out and just get us into the fourth quarter. And they're just trying to convert on third and short.
All right, 12 seconds, 10 seconds. They're just going to take their time, and I think we're going to flip our way to the fourth quarter as the play clock is down, or game clock is down to 5 seconds. So 49-7 the score. Only one score in that quarter. That one belonged to the Spartans. We'll flip sides of the field, come back for the fourth when we come back on Longview Game Day.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital, or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
In Longview, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Charlene Ingram for your insurance and financial needs.
Lobos with a 49-7 lead. We got a 3rd down and 1 coming out for the start of quarter number 4. Chuck Zach hanging out with you this afternoon. Keaton Daniels, my good buddy, sitting alongside as we're just kind of cruising our way through the bi-district round of the playoffs. On first down, little handoff to Doxey, and he's trying to get that 1 yard they need, and maybe just a little bit shy of it.
A little bit shot there. It looked like we didn't get it. Got a half of an inch there. It's 4th and short here. Coach King is definitely going to go for it in our field position here. So nothing to lose here. It's kind of in a no man's land here. It's a little bit too short to make up a punt. And with the ball, with us being in control here, you get a first down, you get to chew off more clock, and that's all he's trying to do. He's not trying to light it up the scoreboard. He just want to get a first down and to continue to run this play clock.
All right, well, 4th and short. Hawkins back in the game at the deep tailback spot. Lundy, the lead tight end. Handoff to Hawkins. He's got the first down as he just needed the 41. He's still going hard across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. You needed 1, you got 8.
The little guy Hawkins ran big. He knew it was 4th down. He knew he only needed a couple of inches. And, man, he looked like he railed off 10 yards, and you just couldn't find him back there. He was running behind his offensive lineman. His offensive lineman was able to come away with the first down.
All right, Lobo drive gets to continue then. First down at the 33-yard line. Rowe handing off Hawkins again. Boy, they're doing some nice work up the middle. Offensive line that's in there right now. And I don't know that we've got starters in there, if any of them are, but the guys that are in blocking at the moment, and I'm seeing Devin Vargas is one of those guys, Juan Alba, they are really doing nice stuff up the middle as we get another 8 yards on the carry by Hawkins, 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, they're doing a good job up front. They're paving the way for Hawkins and whoever is running the ball to be able to come away with some big yards, play after play. So kudos to them. These guys are playing hard and they're looking good out there.
This drive started back around the 49-yard line after the turnover on downs. Lobos have driven it down to their 24 and to the ground again. Hawkins, another first down as he gets inside the 20 and still fighting his way inside the 15. Getting a little chippy now. This second group getting a little vocal on both sides. It's Bryce Fuller in the middle of it, looks like, who may be in there yapping at somebody.
And the second group, they got to be feeling good about themselves. They got the ball inside the red zone. They're converting first downs after first down this drive. So they definitely want to love to get in the pay dirt. And if you're Hawkins, he definitely wants to try to score too, because he's running the ball really, really, really hard right now.
Yeah, Hawkins has come out with a lot of intensity. This time back to the fullback, Lundy, forward to near the 17-yard line. Just got about 2 on that, and it'll bring up a second down and 7.
With the carry.
Short gain there, the fullback dive. It looks like it was an option. It was an option play there, but Maverick Rowe, he gave it to the fullback. Fullback was able to get you 2 yards there to break up a 2nd and 8.
Lobos taking their time. They have dominated this game from the start. Willie Nelson with a pick 6 early on, and everything's kind of rolled from there.
Minimal gain there.
Yep, just another short gain by Hawkins up to maybe the 11-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Yep, 3rd and 8 here.
Hawkins on the carry.
We have chewed off 4 minutes in this 4th quarter here. Coach King is definitely running his clock down as long as he can. He's yet to call a play. He is in no hurry, as he shouldn't be.
Nope. You just keep doing what you're doing. Third down at the 11. 7:45 left. This time, Maverick keeping it himself, stumbled a little bit, got inside the 10 to maybe the 9-yard line, where it's going to be 4th down and 5.
Made the first man miss as we're running in our field goal team, as we're going to take points here.
Lobos who don't kick a lot of field goals. We'll try one here. This is going to be about a 26-yard attempt. Dre Mitchell going to get a chance from the right hash. Snap is on the money. Hold is good. Kick is up. We'll add 3 more. 52-7 with 6:55 left to play. We'll take a timeout here on Longview Game Day.
In Longview, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Charlene Ingram for your insurance and financial needs.
All right, welcome back. We got to get Keaton on his way, I have a feeling.
Yeah, got to get us down there on our way. Looks like the way that this quarter is going, we got to try to get as many interviews as we can, man. These guys played good. I got my hands full tonight. Y'all going to make me have to work for it.
Yeah, you're going to be earning money tonight. All right, well, 6:55 left. You're heading down. Great hanging out with you again. Guess what? Maybe we should do it again next week.
Let's do it again next week. I look forward to it. It's always a great day to be a Lobo. Looking forward to it. Hey, we're moving on to round 2, and hey, let's keep it rolling.
And we can't blame Frank for moving the stuff around. They're winning anyway, so we were always looking for the jinx. No jinx of that tonight.
No, not tonight. We was looking to give him a hard time any way we can. So, Frank, man, you got lucky tonight.
Yeah, he's going to be on the mic, so we'll see how lucky he's going to be. Fair catch called for. That'll be made at the 35 with 6:55. You have a great rest of your week, all right?
All right, we'll see you guys, and go Lobos.
There's Keaton Daniels heading down to start getting some interviews as soon as this game comes to an end. It's scramble time down there as soon as you get down, so he's going to run down there to try to line up some post-game interviews for you here on Game Day. Frank Sides, our producer extraordinaire, the voice of the Lobos for basketball and baseball, joining us. Well, you've been quiet over there so far tonight.
Well, I don't
Wax poetic, my friend.
Definitely not quiet. You could probably hear me in the background screaming, yes, yes, go, go, he's open. Take it easy. Anyway, yeah, you've said everything there is to say. The Lobos have come out and just taken control of this one.
Evans Pickens in trouble, dropped, ball comes out, scooped up. Zarius Shepard trying to run away from a defender. Boy, you needed a tear-away old Earl Campbell jersey, but he got it down to about the 15-yard line, and the quarterback is hobbled coming off the field. He's getting help from his teammates, trying to get himself back to his far sideline, but the Lobos force a turnover here in the fourth quarter, and Zarius Shepard, we talked about a while ago, the one way the Lobos had not scored yet was a fumble recovery. They almost got one there.
I didn't catch a number on who caused that fumble, but Lobos, as you said earlier, they do have a couple starters in on the defensive line, and they are just having their way.
Yeah, there were two guys involved in the tackle, and we kind of got a little bit shielded by the referee on the replay. But it was Zarius that got the ball and just drugged defenders with him down to the 15, 16-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 16.
In typical Lobo fashion, he was looking to put that ball in the end zone.
Well, why not? All right, Lobos back on offense at the 16. First down and 10. Galen Taylor with the handoff, and nothing doing on that as that blows up in a hurry. First carry for Jalen Taylor.
And we're going to have a late flag.
Imagine that. We've had a bunch of these tonight, and again, a lot of extracurricular stuff going on. Oh, there's that one. That's going to be on the linebacker, Gilliam, standing over Taylor after the tackle. I can't imagine they would go anywhere but that. And let's see, you set a flag down. Yeah, there it is. He stood over the top of Taylor. It's funny, that's exactly, we had this conversation about something similar the other day at an NBA game where Giannis got thrown out of a basketball game after dunking and kind of looking at a Detroit Piston player after the dunk. And part of our conversation that day was he didn't stand over him. That's exactly what we had talked about, where Ryan Gilliam stood over the top of Jalen Taylor after the making the tackle, and there's no official going to let that happen.
Absolutely not. If you're still tuning in and you need insurance, call Emily Ramey today. And if she's busy, because I know she is,
Mason Lundy.
call Charlene Ingram.
Lundy with a short gain up to about the 5-yard line, gain of about 3. It'll bring up second down and goal.
It looks like there's enough time on this clock that not going to be any victory formations here. Lobos are looking to score.
Well, and they ought to. I mean, you've got second-team guys out there. There's still 5.5 minutes left in the game. We're not down to the 30 seconds. There's a handoff inside, just short of the goal line. Looked like the fullback on the carry that time. And it's going to bring up third down and goal.
I'm going to have a busy weekend, Chuck. It seems like every Lobo score tonight was an explosive play of some kind.
And I believe that was Julius McGee on the carry.
And they're all going to deserve their own highlight.
Yeah, well, they should have.
With your call overlaid.
Yeah. So third down and goal at about the 2. 5 minutes just about left on this clock. Again, they'll stay in the eye. McGee bobbled. They're going to come back 5 yards on that one. So we'll set up third down and goal from about the 7-yard line instead.
It's looking more and more like we're going to get Frisco Reedy next week.
Yeah, Reedy, who was blowing out their first-round opponent. Last score that Keaton said against Newman was 47-7. So I'm assuming that one's probably safely in hand.
The last time I saw the Reedy fans, they left the baseball stadium a little too happy for my liking.
Yeah.
So Lobo baseball, we're going to get them back for you. I promise next
that.
Friday night.
Yeah, we need to fix that. So third down, back at the 7-yard line. Maverick at quarterback, handoff McGee, fighting his way back to about the 3-yard line. Got back some of that 5 yards on the movement. Now it's going to bring up fourth down. Let's see what the Lobos, they're going to mark it at third. Excuse me, third. No, I've got 4th on one and 3rd on the other. Now they marked everybody at 4th. So I was right to begin with 4th down and goal at about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, it's obviously a field goal is less sportsmanlike than giving it a go here. But on the flip side, I don't know if we're in that gray area where you could be worried about defending a pass here. We'll see what the Lobos decide to do.
They go back to McGee. He's going to force his way into the end zone, and the Lobos add another touchdown with 3:53 to play to make it a 58-7 ball game.
Julius McGee takes it in for a Lobo.
Tell you what, if you're a Longview fan and you don't get how fortunate this program is to have as many guys as they have who play at such a high level. We're not talking about it's Taylor Tatum only, it's Boosie only, it's Mason only, it's Buster Mumphrey we didn't see much of today. But we've got guys downstream that are still getting out there. Alex Hawkins, Mason Lundy, now Julius McGee. We're talking about 8, 9 guys deep at running back or fullback who are touching the ball tonight and are making positive things happen. And I'm watching and I'm going to say a poor Porter team that's struggling to have 2 or 3 guys to be able to do what the Lobos are doing with 9.
And I'll take it a step further. We've seen several different tight ends touch the ball tonight. Kiefer Doxey with an end around, he got a touch.
Yep.
Lobos are deep in the depth chart with skill position players tonight. And you love to see it.
We're going to kick off again, this time with a 59-7 lead and 3:53 left to play.
Again, if you're tuning in, we really appreciate you watching and sharing the feed and kind of living this moment with us. Next week, wherever we are, if the weather's okay, do your best to travel up there and see if we can't show these DFW schools how the Lobo Nation travels.
Well, and we think we're going to have pretty good weather. We know we're going to have a Frisco team. We expect we're going to be in the Metroplex like we had talked about last week during the game, which makes sense. Short kick, fair catch called for at about the 28-yard line, and so that's where you would expect maybe the last possession of the season coming up here for the Porter Spartans.
Lobos lead 59-7, and I know beggars can't be choosers here, but that one defensive possession, Lobos probably wish they could have back. Too many penalties, blown coverage or 2. All in all, though, really, really good night for Lobos and Lobo fans.
As we're down to 3:53. And Longview bringing in a whole bunch of guys now that you may not see a whole lot. Najarian Young is at corner. He's number 25 near side. Let's see, linebacking core. I think I am seeing out there, well, we may have some guys added to the roster that maybe this week adds. DeAndre Drish, of course, is out there, but I got a couple of linebackers I think that maybe guys we don't have numbers for all the time. 45 I do not have. 80 is Kamian Dobbs. Let's see who else I'm going to make sure I get names out. 33 is another. We're going to have to get a new roster from Coach. He's added guys up this week that we don't necessarily have names for uniforms. And we need to rectify that to make sure those guys get mentioned next week. But
Sure.
We've got a handful of new guys out there.
And that's a good news, bad news type of thing. It's bad news that we can't call their name, but good news that the Lobos are ahead so much that we can play some kids that we haven't seen this year.
We got Jamarian Jones, number 95. He is a junior defensive lineman. 94 as well. That's DeKalen Nelson, another junior defensive lineman. So we got those guys in on the front four. All right, so we're back at it now. Our quarterback, Evan Pickens, still out there. He's going to throw middle of the field, a little bit low, and dropped at about the 34-yard line. His intended target that time was Tristan Torres, and it's going to bring up second down. It's a long night for a Porter Spartan team that had won 5 of their last 6 games coming into the postseason. The one game they lost was to their district champion, who they didn't lose too badly. A couple of touchdowns, but they gave up 56. They scored 42 in that, but they were no match for Longview tonight. 2nd down and 10, and Binford's going to get held to maybe back to the line of scrimmage if they're lucky. It's a Nelson on the tackle, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I made that drive to watch the Lobos upset the Caney Porter Spartans in the playoffs in baseball, and I can confirm that long night is going to be a really long night. That is a heck of a drive back home for these young men.
They got a long, probably 5 5-hour drive back down that way. 3rd down and 10. Quarterback back, in and out of the hands. Najarian Young, the senior defensive back, had it and then got it jostled loose by the intended target for the Spartans. Number 13 is Hudson Martin.
That's why I can't do color for you full time, Chuck. I'm too big of a fan. There's too many O's and A's and Oo's coming from me.
No, it's all right. 4th down and 10, and looks like this is where the Spartans are going to finally wave the white flag. And even with the big deficit, there's no point in going for it here. You're just going to give the Lobos another free 7, and so they're going to bring a punter, Gilliam, back on. Lobos don't even have a return man back. I guess they're not convinced it's for real. Now they'll send quickly 33 back. Again, I don't have a name for that number, sorry. Line drive punt, caught, 40-yard line, and we got a flag down as we're going to have a block in the back, it looks like. Potentially on one of the Lobos who's shaken up back at the 35-yard line.
Looks like 25 from here, but he's off the field.
Yeah, it's Najarian Young, who almost had the interception on the last defensive play. So with 3 minutes exactly left, Lobos are counting this one down. They're about to go to 10-1 on the season. Give Coach John King his 221st career victory. So after the punt, Lobos are going to walk back 10, 15 yards to the 25-yard line, where they will start to the 30-yard line, where they'll start another offensive possession. Lobos cleaned up a lot of the penalty things tonight, but you didn't really have much need for penalty things. You didn't have long enough drives for it to really matter. Tonight on offense, Longview with 17 first downs, 340 yards of offense. They have given up 7 first downs and 67 yards of offense. They held this running Porter team to -7 yards running today.
Mason Lundy.
And on first down, Lundy, who's now moved back to halfback position, goes for 10. As they keep adding up yards and bringing in running backs. 10-yard gain up to the 40-yard line.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, Chuck. I'm working on a graphic over here on my laptop. I got my hands full tonight.
You do you over there, Frank. We'll be all right.
Not much I can bring to the table here anyway, to be honest with you.
Tell you what, they got D.D. Williams in the game now. They got him split far side right. Last time we saw him last week was on the end of a long pitch and catch by Maverick Rowe for a touchdown. I doubt they'll throw here, and they don't on first down. Hand off to Lundy for no gain, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 2 minutes are left to play in this one. It has been all Lobos. We started this game at 7 o'clock tonight. It's almost 9:30, and it seems like forever ago, Willie Nelson grabbed a pick 6 and started us on the roll to where we are now, a 59-7 ball game.
Hard to believe we started with a 3-and-out, Chuck.
Yeah, the Lobos did. All right, 2nd down and 10. We probably got 2 more plays left in us. Alex Hawkins gets the handoff, and straight ahead he goes for about 8 up to the 49-yard line. Ball may have come out. Yeah, in fact, I think it did. Spartans say they got it, and they bring their offense out to the 49-yard line with 1:24 left to play. Hawkins with a really nice run, but the thing at the very end, he got twisted up and that ball came out at the 49.
So if you have access to the information, I'm curious as to Porter's rushing total tonight.
Give me a second, and I will give that to you.
while we have a moment, I'd like to thank our sponsors for helping us bring this stuff to you. Obviously, or Cadillac GMC, Godarzi & Young, Baylor Scott & White, Juicy's Taco, Jim Bartlett Fine Jewelry, Motion Church, State Farm, Southerly Apartment Complexes, and last but not least, Emily Ramey at Sig Ramey Insurance.
They're going to add a few more yards as the quarterback, Evans Pickens, goes for 15. They had 7 yards before that play. So up to 22 now on the run by the quarterback, number 1, Peyton Evans Pickens.
Adrian Garrett on the stop.
So ball at the 35. Under a minute left now. Season going to end for the Spartans as Evans Pickens late flip on the option, and well, what was 22 yards is going to be a little bit less now as that late pitch cost him a few yards. 17 is one of their backup guys in the game now. That's Stanley Wang, Jr., tailback. And that'll be a loss of 3, 4, 5 back to the 40-yard line. They're running total back down to 17 now on the evening. Another keeper by Evans Pickens, another late flip, and another loss for Stanley Wang. He's gotten in the game on this drive, has had 2 chances. They've knocked him back for -5 and -3 more. So whatever gain they had, they're about to maybe lose all of that.
Looks like this one's going to end the way that started, just the Porter offense going backwards.
Well, they're not going to run another one. That'll do it. 3, 2, 1. Lobos get a win here tonight. It was never in question. 59-7 the final. Taylor Tatum had 99 yards rushing and 1 score on just 6 carries. That started things. Andrew Tutt, 6 of 8, 132 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. DK Reese caught 2 of those. Ethan Harrison caught the other. And the Lobos just ran all over and passed all over and really just dominated the Porter Spartans tonight. 59-7 the final. And there's not much to add to that other than we know we're back in action next week. We certainly suspect at the moment Frisco Reedy is the team. That's who had lined up with a win, it looked like, as we were getting down to the end of this one. We can check the scores real quick before we go off the air with you tonight. But that's pretty much what we expected to have happen when we looked at the bracket coming into tonight's game. And the Lobos really lived up to what we thought. They dominated the 4th place team. And if you're the 1, you expect you're going to dominate the 4. And it's kind of what happened here tonight. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I got a final. I have not updated my scores on some of this stuff. I've got a couple to pass along. Let's do the district. Well, all of this has not been updated. So hang on. Let's see if we can't get a quick little update on what's happening and maybe pass one little round of scores on to everybody. Here we go. Lancaster, with 2 minutes left to play, has a 27-13 lead over LaPorte. Remember, Lancaster's our 4th place team. LaPorte was their district champion.
It's a dangerous football team. They get a little confidence.
Yeah, Forney 44-7 over Port Arthur Memorial. Barbers Hill, the only one going to win in 8-5A. They've got a 43-14 lead over McKinney North. So the Lobos win, the Tigers win, the Rabbits win, Jackrabbits win. The only team that does not win in the district tonight are the Bulldogs as they fall. So 3-1 record for 7-5A against 8-5A. Frisco Reedy, that now a final, 52-14 against Carrollton Newman Smith. So it looks like we're getting the Reedy Lions next week. Lobos and Lions will square off next Friday. And again, we expect this is going to be a Metroplex area game, and we expect it'll be Friday night.
That's the hope. I don't have anything that I can add to what you and Keaton have said tonight. This is the Lobos came out and played Longview High School football, just smashed them in the mouth early and often, and basically, you know, for lack of a better way to word this, broke their will early in the first quarter, and they put that baby to bed
Let's get you the scoring summary. Willie Nelson with a 11-yard interception return on the first. Actually, it was more than that. It's about a 31-yard interception return to start the ball game. Anthony Monsalveas with the point after. Kelvin Boosie Washington, 5-yard touchdown run. Still in the first quarter, 14-0. Taylor Tatum from 20 yards out made it 20-0. DK Reese, 36-yard pass reception from Andrew Tutt. End of the first quarter, it was 28-0. And the second, Ethan Harrison with a 25-yard reception to make it 35-0. Willie Nelson, after a quick 3-and-out force, took a punt return back for a touchdown from 57 yards away to make it 42-0. DK Reese, 27-yard touchdown reception to make it 48-0 or 49-0.
Lobos are being presented their by-district trophy now. One name that we haven't really mentioned tonight, and we have to before I go off air, is Andrew Tutt. He was on time tonight. He was accurate. He did everything you need your quarterback to do to win a football game like this.
You bet. Aaron Gilliam got the only score for the Spartans, the only score in the third quarter for either team to make it a 49-7 game. And then we had a field goal from Andre Mitchell from 40 yards out to make it a 52-7 lead. And the scoring ended. Julius McGee, 4-yard touchdown run with the point after, making it 59-7. So there's your totals: 18 first downs, 204 rushing yards, 154 passing yards for Longview tonight, 32 rushing attempts for just 12 yards for Porter. They had 70 passing yards on 6 of 16 attempts tonight. Lobos now 10-1, and that's going to wrap us up here on Game Day.
That is going to wrap us up. When this song starts, we don't have rights to it. It's time to let her go.
See you next week here on Game.